things. Remember, they were giving prophecy. All these people were giving prophecy before the election. Most of them got it wrong at this point now. Some of them say, oh, they will still do something, but let's still wait for some of them. But most of them got it wrong because Obi did not win. They say that Obi is going to win, most of them, but Obi did not win. Now that Obi did not win, what the churches are going to do after their PVC and Holy Communion, they will now turn around, just like what Suleiman said. He made all the good comments that he made about we being politicians Agboro, from Agboro to Agboro. Look at his last comment. It's where you are going to find it. He said, and I quote, "We are going to be alive in this country and witness free and fair election." Now he has now massaged the anger of everybody that have listened to that garbage that said. So now people should now go home, relax, and wait for the time that they are going to get a free and fair election, instead of asking people to reject this uprightly. Some of these people that were Muslims, they just jump into Christianity and they start doing whatever they do. I'm just not happy with Yoruba people somehow, not all of them, that allow themselves to be cornered. But I love what is happening, like I said to you earlier. One thing I saw one of the night of Mazi just this evening. He said something, and I was waiting for this for a very long time. I've been preaching this in Radio Biafra. I've been asking, Chuko Kikabiama, give me this, give our people this knowledge to understand where we are. These people that are in Lagos doing parts, auto parts or whatever, Kotukumbo or whatever, have agreed. And I'm begging them, I've wrote message to them. Chuko Kikabiama will give you people the strength to this journey that you've embarked on. Do not change your mind. Let no promises or from anybody or whoever change your mind from this thing that you have said today, that you are relocating Mbuka or whatever to say second-hand part of a car to East. I appreciate you people a lot. You've made my day, and I will want every other people to follow suit. It doesn't matter how much it costs us to take that thing from Lagos to East with that container. We will continue doing it until our seaport is ready. Every other business must follow suit. Let them come and lodge in a hotel in Biafra land. Let them come and eat a gusi and ogbono from our mama put. Let them come and patronize the people that are selling the same way we've been patronizing them for all these years that I have to land in Lagos in order for me to go to my land. Let them take a transport. I bet you people must listen. From when I was in Onitsha till 1980, I left Onitsha 1990. Almost the whole Africa comes to my market to Onitsha to come and buy. I said it before on the Radio Biafra. The only market in the whole Lagos was Mandela's as of early 80s. Before the Aswani, where they were selling okereka. There were other parts were just spare parts were just inside the shops and small things. But now you have moved your business to this place. Move it back. Chuko Kikabama will help us to fight this fight, and we are going to win it. Do not change your mind. Do it as soon as you can, my people in Lagos State. Move your business. Forget about that houses. We are going to claim it back. It is better when you are in Biafra to fight for those properties. I'm talking about housing now than when you're in Nigeria. They can destroy it because you're in Nigeria. But when you're in Biafra, they do anything. The Biafran government to ask them, this is a property that was acquired legitimately. But you see this business, instead of them to burn it for you. What is coming now? The Muslim ticket, and this man you guys tried to remove, you couldn't remove him, the governor of Lagos State. What is coming is going to be worse. It's going to be worse. Mazi, let me not, when I continue talking like this, I'm so emotional with what is happening to our people. But the journey that the children of Israel went through Europe has begun. Our people have started thinking of returning home. And I love that. Mazi Sochima, thank you.
Well, thank you very much for that contribution. I enjoyed listening to him. Biafrans, thank you very much for staying tuned into Radio Biafra. This is where we worship. This is our place of enlightenment. Thank you very much, Mazi. I did not really pay attention to Suleiman. I don't pay attention to them. I understand what they do. They first begin by letting you feel oh, they understand your problem, they know how you feel, and then they end it with telling you, oh no, do not do anything, God will fight for you, and all of that nonsense. Thank you very much. I want to say something because I see that a lot of people have been making requests saying, oh, the next government should do this and that, build this infrastructure, build the other infrastructure. Before this government will build any infrastructure or can build infrastructure, we must be alive. I'm trying to round up because Mazi Jonathan is already ready to take the mic. But I want to say that before these infrastructures, let us make sure that these killers who are killing us are not in our land, that they are not operational in our land. We need ESN to take care of us. They are already taking care of us. We need them to totally take care of us because we cannot trust Nigeria security services. We cannot trust any of them. Any of them. Our only trust is in IPOB. You have already seen that IPOB is right about Nigeria. It is time for us to trust IPOB fully. The time is now. We do not have any other place. We must secure our lives first. Thank you very much for staying tuned into Radio Biafra. I thank you all. I say, have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you very much for staying tuned into Radio Biafra. I thank you all. I say, have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you very much for staying tuned into Radio Biafra. I thank you all. I say, have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans, wherever you are. On the face of this very planet, once again, we welcome you to our live presentation on this very day, the 22nd day in the 7th month of the year that Elohim has made, 2020. The time now is precisely 5 minutes past the top of the hour. Regardless of where you are in the blessed land of Biafra, it is exactly 5 minutes past 7 p.m. in the evening. That is how you know you are live and you're direct. And we are bringing you this message of hope, a message of redemption, a message of freedom, a message of emancipation, a message of renewal. The message that will unshackle you from the primitivity and stupidity of the damnable zoological republic. And for those of you who are listening right across the continent of Africa, and as I say, every time zone on this very earth, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. We are the most widely listened to indigenous broadcasting station out of Africa. Bar none. We have presence in over 100 countries and territories across the world. We are the largest mass movement of its kind anywhere on the face of this very planet. We have so much to be thankful for, and we have so much to be proud of. We did not accomplish it through any might nor power that we possess. Everything became possible because the Most High Chukwokika Biama Prumihenine is in front of us, behind us, to the right and to the left. And he has given instructions to his angels. to ensure that Biafra comes in our time, to guard and to shepherd this very movement towards its ultimate glory, which is the restoration of Biafra. My name is Nnamdi Kanu from Isiama Faruku in Ibeku in the old Bende division in the blessed land of Biafra. I tell you where I come from and I give you my name in full. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over this entire planet Earth. At the pinnacle of the centrality of our command and control system. The finest of its kind anywhere in the whole world. I am also the director of radio, Biafra and Biafra television, but above all, and most critically, by the very special grace of the Most High, Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. And as I welcome you this evening, morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you're listening to us from, I will encourage you to welcome those who are around you. I know a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. And as I welcome you this evening, morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you're listening to us from, I will encourage you to welcome those who are around you. I know as I welcome you this evening, morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you're listening to us from, I will encourage you to welcome those who are around you. I know
elections in Nigeria, not your people. It's only INEC that decides the results of elections in Nigeria, not your PVC. The sooner you understand this, the better for you. Your PVC is useless. It is only INEC that decides the results of elections in Nigeria, not your PVC. The sooner you understand this, the better for you. Your PVC is useless. It is only INEC that decides the results of elections in Nigeria, not your PVC. The sooner you understand this, the better for you. Your PVC is useless.
Chukwu okike abịama. Chukwu na-afụ n'ife afọ na nzuzo. Chukwu maara onye aka ya dị ọcha na onye obi ya dị ọcha. Nwoke si na ya ji ọfọ, nwaanyị si na ya ji ọfọ, mana ọfọ maara onye ji ya. Ụkpaka na-agba n'udo mmiri ọ chụrụ ọzụọ. Gaa n'ogwe omechi ụzọ osi mpịara na azụ nwa igiriga ọgụ nke mmụọ. Ọ gịnị ka m ga-etu gị ka o zuolo gị? Asị m n'oge akara aka eluo ịbụ mmụọ ka mmụọ, ibe ka ibe. Chukwu okike onye obiọma sị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Mmụọ niile m na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ. Oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ. Mmụọ niile m na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye elu. Tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra. Asị m n'ọnwụ unu nwoke bụ nwa eze Chukwu bụ ụzọ mba aka ji ọfọ Igbo ọzọ eme nte eme ime ọsị m nọọ ya nọ n'etiti unu taa. Ọsọ unu binye enu n'oge akara aka eluo. Mmụọ na nna anyị ochie asị m gị binye. Mmụọ na-afụ na ife afụ na nzuzo asị m gị binye. Oke ọfọ ji eje ọgụ asị m unu binye. Ọfọ ndị Igbo niile asị m gị binye. Ọfọ ndị mmiri asị m gị binye. Ọfọ ndị ikuku asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị osimiri asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị na-ebe asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị idodi ikwu na-eme asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị amambara asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị osimiri njaba asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị ala Igbo niile asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị ọgba asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị anike wawa asị m gị binye. Oke arụsị na n'ike ojuru nwaanyị aga anị asị m gị binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Igirigi ọgụ mmụọ. Asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọkwa nwa dike. Asị m dododo unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na chijiri eji efola. Asị m unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na chijiri eji efola. Nna anyị ochie, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ. Mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Igbo dị ndụ. Mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dị ndụ. Mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Biafra dị ndụ. Asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọ nwa dike. Ọ sị na mberede nyiri dike na mberede ka o ji ama nwa dike. Ọ ya ka m ji akpọ unu n'isi Ọhamadike. Ọhamadike bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ya ọ bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Otu mkpụrụ anya ji isi ụgwọ. Otu ọnụ na-ekwuchitere mba niile. Ụkpaka na-agba n'udo mmiri na-agba n'oge nke ya. Asị m unu binye n'isi ya. Nye ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike. Napụta ya n'eke, napụta ya n'orie, napụta ya n'afọ, napụta ya na nkwọ. Asị m na ahịa akara aka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ, na ahịa akara aka agaghị eri Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Asị m unu ga-anapụta Nnamdi Kanu n'eke, napụta ya n'orie, napụta ya n'afọ, napụta ya na nkwọ. Asị m mee ka ọnụ niile kwụrụ njọ n'isi atụgharịa kwụ mma. Ka ọnụ kọrọ ogiri ọnụ kọrọ ogiri lachaa. Chukwu okike abịama onye jiri mmiri siri ike kpọọ aja were aja siri ike kpọọ mmadụ. Asị m na taata bụ ụbọchị eke n'ala Igbo. Asị m na eke ga-eketara Nnamdi Kanu ndụ. Eke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe. Oke ga-eketara ya ndụ. Oke ga-eketara ya Biafra. Oke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe. Oke ga-ekegburu ya ndị iro, kegburu ya ajọ mmadụ na ajọ mmụọ. Asị m na mbọsọ ga-apụta ekwensu ga-anọ n'ụra, ndị ilu ya ga-anọ n'ụra. Ọkwa na ekwe osu. Asị m gịnị bụ ekwe osu? Asị m na mbọsọ ga-apụta ya bụ ndị ilo ga-anọ n'ụra. Ọha bụ ndị ọha nwa bụ ekwensu. Asị m na ha ncha ga-anọ n'ụra. Na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube. Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube. Asị m na ọnụ kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya ga-atụgharịkwọ mma. Asị m ọbịa igbu Nnamdi Kanu gbuo onwe ya. Onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị adị ndụ, onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri. Onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta, onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri. Ọnụ niile kọrọ ogiri ọnụ ga-akọrọ ogiri lacha. Osisi abụla oturu ga-emeche wee kwele. Onye asị na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta, asị m na ọnụ ahụ iji wee kwuo ya na ike ejikwa ya wee kwugharịa mma n'isi ya. Asị m na ya bụ onye ahụ na-atụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu aka, asị m aka gị ga-akpọnwụ. Osisi ahụ fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu wee tọọ nkwe, asị m ikuku futuo gị. Anya ọbụla fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu kwawa akwa alịla, asị m alịla akọrọ ya n'anya. anya onye fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu cheta ihe gburu onwe ya, ihe gburu onwe ya gbuo ya maka na ọ bụrụ ya gburu nwa gị. Chukwu okike abịa ma asị m na belede nyiri dike belede ka o ji amawa dike. Asị m na okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose ọ dadị ukwu ose elu. Na okirikiri ka ndị iro ga-agba Nnamdi Kanu mana ha ama mkpata ya aka. Ọ sị na nkirikiri ka ọ na-ekiri odido jiri odido enyi ozu. Na ọkwanụ nkirikiri ka ndị iro ga na-ekiri ya mana ha ama afụ ya anya. Asị m na eje anaba isi ije. Asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eje na ọ ga-ana. Asị m na inye anaghị eri ọba maka na inye na ọba bụ nwanne. Inye agaghị eri Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọ bụ nwi. Asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ka echi anaghị agwụ agwụ maka na ije ejere bụ ije mmiri ọ bụrụ eje nkụ. Asị na ya bụ ije ga-abụ ije mmeri. Asị m na ọ ga-anata n'udo. Asị m na ọ ga-abata sirili welere. Asị m na unu ga-aga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Asị m unu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Gaa kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Gaa tụnye ugo, gaa nye ya mmeri, gaa nye ya mmeri, gaa nye ya mmeri, tụnye ugo n'elu ugo, nye ike n'elu ike, nye ya ndụ n'elu ndụ. Ọkwanụ ndụ ka o ji efu na-efufe. Unu nye Nnamdi Kanu ndụ onwe ike wee kwụrụ jinjin, onwe ike wee kwụrụ wee fuo n'ofufe. A sị na ya kara ka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ. Ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdi Kanu bụ ka nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo, ka nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra, ka nwee ike wee kwuchie anyị ọnụ, ka ha nwee ike wee kachie anyị ọnụ, ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ. Mana ama m na dododo Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị nwa na ndị nwe mmiri, ndị nwe ikuku, ndị nwe anyanwụ, mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ, mmụọ niile ọ kwafọrọ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra. Asị m unu binyenu, asị m unu dododo na ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a, ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ a, ọkwa na unu ga-aga bụori ahịa, ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka na ihe ọ tinyere unu n'aka anaghị ele ule. Asị m dododo igiriga ọgụ mmụọ. Eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo, mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo, asị m unu binye maka na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị aṅụ mmiri, onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu. Nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta. Onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri. Onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ. Onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya. Asị m ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme n'ụwa mmiri ọ na-ebubu ụzọ. Asị m onye ọbụla kpọrọ mmiri asị na mmiri a ga-agbagbu ya. Asị m onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla mmiri na-awụsa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla mmiri na-emesa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye na-aṅụ mmiri na-eli nnu, asị m na ọnụ anyị ji wee lie nnu wee ṅụọ mmiri na ị ga-eji akwa okwu ọma n'isi Nnamdi Kanu n'aha Chukwu okike abịa.
He said they turned off the light around 10 p.m. I asked them why. They said that they were using solar. They said that the last time they had light was 10 years ago. A local government in Ekiti State.
Like Abia State, they've never had light. It's close to getting to, and I think more than 20 years.
Did you just say Ukwa East?
Yes, Ukwa East.
You just say Ukwa East?
Yes, Ukwa East.
But we have people in Abia State saying that for the 1st of October, Ogikbazu, for obedience for Ikbazu, that he's the best candidate for the Senate. That's the governor that has been there for approximately 8 years. But let's get back to
Ukwa East in Abia State. They're talking about the Ndoki, Asa area. Yes. They've never had light. It's close to 20 years. Okay. There's no light.
And that's the people that share a boundary with Afam.
Yes, with rivers, where you have the power station. They don't have light.
And they've not had light. All right, let's quickly look at this now. I'm coming to the former electoral resident electoral is saying that no one can write results for them. How important is it that we sound this alarm to politicians? Because as you know, some of them are still thinking that money politics is going to be the way out for them this time.
It's going to be difficult to eradicate it at this time. I have represented INEC. I worked with INEC 2007, 2011. I have been a returning officer for an LGA, and I know how this thing works. Even when you refuse to be compromised, you are threatened. And some of them have narrated my ordeal in one of the local governments when I went. I collected the results. I was going to the state capital. And let me tell you the state, but I won't tell you the local government, Abia State. I was going to the local government and I was on radio. The result I was carrying was being announced and something else was being. The result, I didn't see that result. and the candidate won. I've told another one again in Rivers State. I went to one of the local government too. I was carrying the results, and he said I should bring it and that they are going to write results. And what I'm trying to say is that the rec man that is talking now, he's telling us something all of us. Now, I've been saying it before. Nobody, I repeat again, no Nigerian has ever won an election. All elections in Nigeria has been rigged. From 1923, 22nd of September 1923, when the first election, when the British allowed us, following the agitation of people like Herbert Macaulay, that formed the first political party in Nigeria. That party was formed in that National Party of Nigeria, NNPN. National Democratic Party of Nigeria, the first political party that was formed. That election was rigged because the British didn't want Herbert Macaulay in that parliament. They didn't want him in that place. They rigged him out, arrested him, framed him up of charges, put him in prison. This thing that politicians are doing, British thought was that today now, let the Queen come and let the Prime Minister of Britain come and contest election in Nigeria. He will lose election. You don't win election in Nigeria because you are good. You win election because elections are rigged for you. Results are rigged. Nobody, even Abiola's election, I still look at it this way. All of them from 1999, nobody has won election. All the elections have been rigged from councillor to presidency.
Bring it back to Bivas and his word.
It is only INEC that decides the results of elections in Nigeria, not your PVC. The sooner you understand this, the better for you. Your PVC is useless. It is only INEC that decides the results of elections in Nigeria, not your PVC. The sooner you understand this, the better for you. Your PVC is useless. It is only INEC that decides the results of elections in Nigeria, not your PVC. The sooner you understand this, the better for you. Your PVC is useless. It is only INEC that decides the results of elections in Nigeria, not your PVC. The sooner you understand this, the better for you. Your PVC is useless. It is only INEC that decides the results of elections in Nigeria, not your PVC. The sooner...
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 20th day of March 2023. As I'm talking, I know and I strongly believe that my voice is coming out even in Aba right now. Therefore, when the lines will be opened, Atram Kandi Abakwo for Radio Biafra to confirm that Radio Biafra is coming out on our FM stations, CHK 102.1. Naba Abangwa Enyimba. Therefore, we are live and direct. Tata Bobochi Nkwo Obochi Iriabo now for 2023. Yamere, draw nearer to your listening devices. Our FM CHK is sounding in many parts of Biafra land, including Aba. Aba this night, I think it's hot. Our voice is coming out. Even in Olo, different parts of Olo senatorial zone is coming out. Therefore, you have no excuse listening to this hallowed platform, because this is our rallying point, where it started. Eba ko bidoro, eba ko bidoro. When the lone voice was here sounding, shouting, telling our people what will come. Because you know him now. Oh yeah, now kwa woka fari bekua. Nke na kwa amakwa mna. And you disregarded his warning. Today, on a monyo wana nanya. There is something I put on my timeline. Please, you can go there, Jonas Raphael, and scroll and read it. Jonas Raphael. You will see a brief history of the Jewish. The Hebrews, the Israel that is one of the most powerful countries in the world today. Before 1948, for thousands of years, they have been, rigmaroling, zombieing in Europe and many other parts of the world, thinking that, oh, we are Europeans, don't worry. Oh, no. Our great-great-grandfathers have been here in Europe since 2,000 years or more than. Oh, we are from Greek. We are Greek people, no problem. We are Portuguese. We are Spanish, Spaniards. We are Germans. We are Russians. No problem. But the Europeans, they do not accept them. They refuse to accept the Jews. It doesn't matter their color. They are whites also. They refuse to accept the Israelis, the European Jews. They refuse to accept them because they feel that, these people, they are not part of them. It doesn't matter. I don't know, something, let me see. Another voice is coming out, let me see. Sorry, I have to detect what is going on. I think it's okay. I was hearing, I don't know whether noise or anything. I think my voice is clear now because I have to disengage every other thing so that nothing will be playing at the background. And I think it's now okay. Yes. My dashboard is telling me everything is okay. Now, as I was saying, the Israelis, that today is a nuclear power. Listen attentively. They had been deceiving themselves, thinking that they were Europeans. I don't know. Sometimes I say I don't understand how to explain. Sometimes words will fool you. You don't even know how to bring it out. But we will try, or we continue trying. The Israelis today that are making waves in the world, electronically, nuclear, agriculturally, all they are making waves in the world of today. Before the restoration of Israel, they were dissolved into Europe. Let me focus on European Jews because they have Jews scattered all over the world, including Arab countries. They were thinking that they were Europeans. Because one or two of them were in, different positions in Europe. But, okay. I say my voice is okay, but there is some little noise at the background. I don't know. Somebody say my voice is perfect, Mazi. Another person said there is little noise, little chicken noise, Mazi. Okay. But now I've regulated, my dashboard is telling me, let me keep quiet and see. It's okay, my dashboard cannot lie, electronics doesn't lie. So I think the Mazi, okay, chicken noise, I think is off. So, as I was saying, the Israelis today that are making waves all over the world as a world power, They were dissolved in Europe. Let me focus on Europe. Because there is something all over the world anyway, in Arab countries, but in Europe. The Europeans never accepted them. Do you understand me? But they were the Jews, the Israelis, they were trying to prove to the Europeans that, oh, we are one, we are part of you. But the Europeans said, no, we know you. We know you. It doesn't matter what you do. We are not you are not Europeans like us. You are Jews. You are Hebrews. Notwithstanding that the Jews, they contributed enormously in the building of Europe. Do you understand? Do you know that Albert Einstein is a Jewish German or a German Jew? Do you know that? Albert Einstein, the father of nuclear physics. Do you know that he's a German Jew? Do you know that even Karl Marx, the person that invented this another system of government of communism, is a Jew that were being used even against the Jews? Do you know that? He's a Jew. Many notable people, Europeans you are hearing today, inventors, they were Jews. But Europe, I don't know. Let me try to, because sometimes this thing flip, meaning that there are some other noise. Let me see. Please, just hold on, please. Please hold on, I'll be right back. Because as Mazi said, there is some chickly noise. I'm now seeing it. It's very minute, but it's disturbing. Let me regulate it. I'll be right back, please.
Yes.
As an area, they've never had light close to 20 years. Okay. There's no light.
And that's the people that share a boundary with. Yes.
As an area, they've never had light close to 20 years. Okay. There's no light.
And that's the people that share a boundary with. Yes.
As an area, they've never had light close to 20 years. Okay. There's no light.
And that's the people that share a boundary with. Yes.
As an area, they've never had light close to 20 years. Okay. There's no light.
And that's the people that share a boundary with.
HAUSA area, they've never had light close to 20 years.
Okay.
There's no line.
And that's the people that share a boundary with.
HAUSA area, they've never had light close to 20 years.
Okay.
There's no line.
And that's the people that share a boundary with.
HAUSA area, they've never had light close to 20 years.
Okay.
There's no line.
And that's the people that share a boundary with.
HAUSA area, they've never had light close to 20 years.
Okay.
There's no line.
And that's the people that share a boundary with.
HAUSA area, they've never had light close to 20 years.
Okay.
There's no line.
And that's the people that share a boundary with.
HAUSA area, they've never had light close to 20 years.
Okay.
There's no line.
And that's the people that share a boundary with.
Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans, wherever you are on the face of this very planet Earth. Once again, we welcome you to another explosive, exciting, expository edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday. Edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday. Edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday. The edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday. The edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday. The edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday. The edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday. The edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday. The edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday, the edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday, the edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday, the edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday, the edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday, the edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday, the edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday, the edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday, the edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday, the edition of our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday, our Wednesday live presentation on this glorious platform, this Radio Biafra, on this very day, Wednesday.
Oh yeah. Here comes the time. The whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time for everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah. They will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can you see the sun? They will know. From east to west, from north to south. Can you see the sun is rising? I see where you fly all over the world.
Great Biafrans, wherever you are on the face of this planet, we welcome you to another very sober edition of Radio Biafra live presentation this very evening, the 23rd day, Sunday the 23rd of August in the year of our Most High Elohim 2020. The time now is precisely 4 minutes past 7 p.m. in the blessed land of Biafra. I would say that I welcome you because regardless of the prayer of David reminds us all the time in good, we worship the Most High Elohim Chukwu. In bad, we also offer Him praise because He is the author and the finisher and the giver of life. This very evening, as I welcome you, we must also ponder and reflect upon those that the zoo rather very crudely and unceremoniously brought their lives to an end in an unprovoked attack. Our hearts go out to them, to the entire family of IPOB, to their loved ones who are left mourning and bereaved. And very sadly, we have to report this evening that as we are here broadcasting to the entirety of humanity, the slaughter and the mayhem is still going on there. The terrorists that they actually gave their police and army uniforms to are busy killing and slaughtering people. But we must observe our protocol. We must, as a duty, acknowledge those who are listening right across the surface of this very planet, because Radio Biafra is listened to by all and sundry, regardless of where you are. As long as you have an internet-enabled device, you should and ought to be able to listen to us. For those of you who are at home and for some parts of Lagos, you should be listening to us on FM at this precise moment, especially those who are around the Papa area. We are also on satellite. We are on Radio Biafra app, but more critically, or should I say more importantly, on IBOB Community Radio. The whole world is listening. I will therefore encourage each and every one of you, especially those who are listening live on my page on Facebook, to do all you can to disseminate this very information. I do know there are some restrictions in place, but Facebook will not allow people to share this very broadcast. But if you do all you can, those of you who are allowed to make sure that this very link gets to the end of this very earth, because our broadcast this evening is very important. We need the key stakeholders on this very planet to listen and to listen very carefully. But all the same, I must say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you, regardless of where you are. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of IPOB all over the world, indigenous people of Biafra, by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, the servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. And as it is customary with us here, we must pray. We must hand over every step, every proceeding, every undertaking to the capable hands of the Most High Elohim, to take direct control, especially this very evening, as our people are being needlessly killed by the terrorists who are in uniform. And we must pray. It is a prayer from the very holy book of Torah that we pray this evening to the hearing of the whole of humanity. For when the house of Israel went out of Egypt, as we are about to leave the zoo, this house of Jacob from a people of strange language, as we are embarking on this very critical effort to abandon the damnable zoological republic, a strange land created by the British for the habitation of those who can barely reason very well. We call upon thee, because this blessed land of Biafra is the sanctuary of the God of the ancients. Because Biafra has been chosen to bring light to the darkness that is the continent of Africa. Because the sea saw the children of Israel and fled, the same way our enemies will see us and they will flee. The mountains will jump from their places. Every tongue that rose or wagged against this divine project will be cut off and driven back to its truth. For the earth is about to tremble. For they shall know that this very God we worship the one and only indivisible God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, unto whom every glory, every exaltation, and every adoration belongs. That this same God has a presence in our lives, that Biafra must be restored very imminently, and that the gates of hell shall not prevail over those who are chosen to do the will of Almighty God in heaven. This very family, this very IPOB is blessed. And though we have lost men this very day, not through any fault of our own, but due to the unprovoked homicidal tendencies of the enemy, that you, God in heaven, Chukwukika will look upon our plight and have mercy upon us. Redeem us from the hands of these evil people, that this same Biafra that you decreed must exist in peace, in freedom and in harmony, will come to be in our time, and we pray this very year to the glory of your name, now and forevermore. He said, usually I make it a point of duty to ask people to bring their pen and their paper with them when they come to us. Today is not going to be an exception. In fact, I would even say that today is more important than most days, because I would need people to come with their pen and paper to note down all the facts, to be able also to interrogate all the points we are going to raise, and of course to hold the zoo responsible for the needless slaughter and mayhem that took place in MNF today. I will start by paraphrasing what somebody wrote. His name is Uche Okoye. Uche Okoye wrote and said, this provocation of our people by the Nigerian police will be met with greater resistance. Shooting unarmed people, while you pardon terrorist groups like Boko Haram. Enough of these senseless killings. The Nigerian police must be stopped from shooting our people. The killing of IPOB family members in Enugu by the Nigerian police today is an act of our people. The killing of IPOB family members in Enugu by the Nigerian police today is an act of When there is a protest and you start killing people, you are calling for a revolution. The alliance of the evil ones and the wicked ones have now gathered, and we must do something about it. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. The whole world is listening to us tonight. I apologize I wasn't able to come in the morning. I was feeling a bit under the weather, but we are here now, live and direct. Things are happening. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over the world, the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the special grace of Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. I don't know how long we are going to remain on air this evening, but we are going to ventilate all the atrocities of not just the Fulani Janja with their agents who are in government houses. All those who are telling you about one Nigeria, they are now showing their colors. Their devilish, wicked colors. This evening we are going to expose all of them and to let the world understand. And when I told you before that Britain was in charge, some of you didn't believe me. This evening we shall prove you that they're in charge. They have now imposed, as it is customary for them, their blanket media all over the world, media blackout. So they can start killing people in Lagos this evening. But they have a revolution on their hands now, a proper one. And I'm also warning you, so this evening you have a revolution on your hands for killing a protester in Aba today. You people are dead. You're all walking dead men. You are finished and you are going to suffer as a result of it. We are live and we are direct and the whole world is bearing us witness. I am going to pray very, very speedily. I'm going to pray very speedily. I'm going to pray. And then after that we shall go live and then take your calls where possible, where necessary. We are live and we are direct. And the whole world is bearing us witness. We must pray. We must pray. This very evening we are handing over all your children into your care. You are a loving God. Welcome into your arms the victims of this violence from the Nigerian government, their terrorist army and their terrorist DSS and all those who support them like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the governor of Lagos State. These are murderers and very wicked people. Murderers and wicked people. The same goes for Okezi Ikpeazu for ordering the police to kill somebody today. Okezi Ikpeazu will be haunted. Oh Heavenly Father, have mercy upon us. Comfort the families of those that have shot dead and all those who grieve for them tonight. Heavenly Father, give us the brain, the heart, the mind to sustain this revolution. Help us in our fear and uncertainty. And bless us with the knowledge that we are secure in your love, that at the end of the day that your children shall be set free. Strengthen all those who work for peace. And may the peace of that part of the world reign eternal through the blood of these young people that the Nigerian army are shedding tonight. He said, I am not going to waste time this evening. I want to go to see if I can get them live to tell us exactly what is happening where they are. Exactly what is happening. There are killings going on everywhere. And this is... What? We are surrounded. You are surrounded. Where are you? You are surrounded where? Where are you? Where are you? At Let it all get the army of Nigeria with the help of Chinedu, the British government and the Lagos State governor is firing at protesters. They're killing us. They remove the camera against us. There is no media covering us. They've surrounded us. We are down here. They are shooting. They are shooting us. They are killing people at all get right now. They are killing people. Stay where you are. I'm going to come back to you. People are frightened. They are killing people right now. I want those of you who can go to Twitter to take to Twitter. The people causing this is the British government. I warned you people before. They are the problem. That devilish woman, after going to Lagos, the army have now opened fire in Lagos,
Anybody wearing a police uniform, wearing an army uniform, is an enemy of the people. From tomorrow, anywhere you see them, you take them down. Anybody wearing army uniform, police uniform, is an enemy of the people. They are in Lagos at Lekki shooting people right now. You must take to your Twitter handles this very minute and tell the world what the British High Commissioner, Catriona Lang, is doing in Nigeria. You must tell the world tonight. You must take to your Twitter right now, this very minute, and tell the world what is happening. And this evening, I'm going to go back to them. Now, I want our people to understand something and understand it very, very well and clearly, that they may know. This evening, as we are starting this worldwide broadcast, I want you people to go to Radio Biafra app. Please go to Radio Biafra app and tell me what you're hearing on Radio Biafra app. Is it this live program now of Tuesday the 20th of October? Is it what is playing on Radio Biafra app? I just need a very simple confirmation. What is playing on Radio Biafra app? Can somebody please confirm for me what is playing on Radio Biafra app? What is playing there, please? What is playing on Radio Biafra app, please? I need confirmation before I can proceed to say what I have to say this evening. I need confirmation of what is playing on Radio Biafra app. Right now, I need confirmation, and I need it immediately. I want it confirmed for me. I need the world to understand what I'm saying. I need somebody from somewhere to tell me what exactly is playing on Radio Biafra app, please. Tell me what is playing on Radio Biafra app. Very, very important that we get that this evening. Then I can proceed to let the world understand what they are shooting. They are shooting in our back. Okay, so ask them to shoot at. Oh my God, look at what they're doing. Unbelievable. They are shooting at people. You can hear it. You can hear it. That's what they are doing. The police and the army in Aba this night, we assure them they are not. Our app is playing music. Radio Biafra app is playing music when I'm live on air, broadcasting to the whole world that our people are dying. That is why I said that the Nigerian government has taken over our app. Whoever is responsible for that app is working for the Nigerian government using the cover of IPOB and Radio Biafra. Is that very clear? On a night when the army is and the police are killing people in Aba, okay, Zipaso, this time around you are gone. Okay, Zipaso, unleash the army and the police that are killing in Aba. The same thing is happening in Lagos right now as we speak. Igbo businesses, Biafran businesses, southern businesses are being destroyed in Kaduna. In Abuja, the same thing. They have unleashed the Janjaweed to kill as many people as possible. Radio Biafra app is playing music. Because Nigerian government has southern businesses are being destroyed in Kaduna. In Abuja, the same thing. They have unleashed the Janjaweed to kill as many people as possible. Radio Biafra app is playing music. Because Nigerian government has southern businesses are being destroyed in Kaduna. In Abuja, the same thing. They have unleashed the Janjaweed to kill as many people as possible. Radio Biafra app is playing music. Because Nigerian government has southern businesses are being destroyed in Kaduna. In Abuja, the same thing. They have unleashed the Janjaweed to kill as many people as possible. Radio Biafra app is playing music. Because Nigerian government has southern businesses are being destroyed in Kaduna. In Abuja, the same thing. They have unleashed the Janjaweed to kill as many people as possible. Radio Biafra app is playing music. Because Nigerian government has to, should I say, promote all over the world. What they want to do, in essence, is to try as much as possible to say to the US to eat, you become an enemy of the world. That is why we cannot take that very route. But if they rig any elections that they have, thank you very, very much for calling.
Because there's another thing, it's like a question and like a contribution.
Go ahead.
As they are parading themselves in this 2023 conquest of Igbo president and this, is it not wise enough for us to seal down anything about campaign, anything about whatever that their ambition in the Biafran land? Because the more we give them that space to do their campaign and do whatever rubbish they are doing, they are thinking that they have arrived. Can't we stop everything? We cannot allow their campaign in our land.
Yes, what you have said is absolutely critical. But there is one mistake we don't want to make. There is...
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. I think my voice is coming out clear right away and I need confirmation. I have dived into, because of report of there is static noise, I dive into. And I didn't know where I pressed everything, nothing was coming out, but now I think it's okay. So I need inboxing. I don't know why some people are calling. Please, if it is to tell me that my voice is coming out, there is no need to call. Just inbox me, please. I think my voice is coming out because I'm listening to my... Yes, although there is a little static noise, but it doesn't matter. I will regulate it after the program, because if I continue, I will not host this program, and that is what our enemies want. But once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Today is the 20th day of March 2023. Tatabo Bochinko. As I said before, I know the people in Aba are hearing my voice through CHK 102.1 FM. And when the line is opened, I will love people to call from Aba also. Even from Olo, because our voices are hammering through those frequency modulation. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, I have to continue because it is not something I have to regulate now. There's little static noise. I didn't know where it come from, but after the program, I will try to find out, all these equipments, electronics, sometimes it's very funny. But we must continue. Remember, as I was saying before, because time is gone, I've spent almost 1 hour trying to sort out these issues, but we must continue. Therefore, our leader remains Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who I played his voice. On many occasions, he has told Nigerians that your PVC is rubbish. Your PVC is nonsense. It's just a kind of figurehead in order to tell the world that, at least you're a country, democratic country, you have your PVC. Have you now understand? Have you understood now? Nigerians. As I was saying before, I was talking about likening the situation, our situation, to those of the Hebrews, the Jews of Europe. I put it in writing, in summary, in my timeline, Facebook timeline, Jonas Raphael. Let me tell you, the Jews have been dispersed since even before Christ, BC. before our era. Thousands of years back, they were dispersed in different parts of the world, including Asia and Europe. But I want to talk about the European Jews. Could you know the Fulani in Nigeria? Let me tell you, Fulani is the presence of the Fulani historically was recorded during the time of Ottoman Danfodio. He was born in Hausa land. Do you understand? But his parents were Fulani headsmen. In 19th century, 18 something, he started his jihad in 1804. So let's say they migrated to the Hausa land in early or late 18th century, 17 something, and he was born in Hausa land. Now, but the European Jews, they just check from 17 something to 20 plus. That is a little more than 300 years now. But the European Jews has been in Europe for more than 2,000 years. Do you understand where I'm going now? But still, the Europeans never accepted the Jews. Do you know why? Because they maintained their culture, their tradition in Europe. They never bought to anywhere they go with their culture. It's unique. They go with their culture. It doesn't matter, even if they are 20 in a village, in a community in Europe, they will be gathering secretly in their synagogue. They never forget their culture, and that is what kept them moving. That is why they were able to restore their country. Now, the Europeans saw them as threats. The Europeans saw them as a threat. They never accepted them. Do you understand? Now, it doesn't matter what they have been building, contributing to the building of Europe or European countries, because Europe is a continent. It's not one country. Just like as you can call Africa. Africa is a continent. The Jews, they were scattered all over Europe. What I'm telling you is it was not a recent migration, no. People that has been there for thousands of years, but they were rejected. It doesn't matter. They were persecuted, killed at any time. Even if they were blamed for everything, including natural disasters in Europe. If there is if there was a plague in Europe, in Greece, they will say, it's the Jews that brought it. They will blame them for everything. People that were calm, peaceful, contributing their quota to the economy of wherever they are or wherever they were. But the countries, those people, they never accepted them. And the Jews were trying to force themselves into Europe. They said no. The height of their persecution came during the Second World War, when Germany slaughtered them. History, Europeans, they know how to do something. Sometimes the Second World War history, they will say, and Hitler killed. No, it's Germany. Germany slaughtered them. Germany. They want to separate Germany or the Nazis from Germany. No, it is the Germans. Europeans are very smart. They continue telling you, the Nazis, as if the Nazis a set of people in Germany. No, it was the Germans that started the Second World War. Germany. Do you understand me? So they slaughtered the Jewish people to the tune of either 6 to 8 million Jews. Slaughtered, genocide. Now, none of them, those people that we are saying, because before, even during the rise of Zionism in Europe, because it started in Russia, people in other parts of Europe were feeling to be, now the men stop this madness, concern us. Let it come only in Russia. They are beg more than no come here, come disturb us in Portugal. No, Spain here we okay. We okay. But from time to time they kill them in one place, in one country of Europe. Others will keep quiet. I keep on repeating this so that it will be sinking into the minds of these people in the Igbo, Biafrans, so that it will be sinking into your skulls. Because history is repeating. They slaughtered us 1966 to 1970. And we forgot, now let's bury the hatchet. One Nigeria, let's continue. Something very bizarre. Even international community, they thought that these people, whether we are mad. Sometimes when you talk to some foreigners, they say, oh, you Biafrans, we thought that you are finished. But why did you stop? Are you people mad? This thing happened to you people, and you people went back and embraced the same place and said, no, why not, even if it is you people, continue agitating? Hey. Now, the Jews, despite the building, their contributions in building different parts of Europe. You remember, even to the extent Shakespeare played the Merchant of Venice, Shylock, money monger. He loved money to the extent that he's a debtor. Somebody that owed him, he want to collect and cannot pay. He want to collect a pound of flesh. Do you see how they demonize the Jews? Oh, they love too much money. Oh, it happened in Europe against this Israel. You are dying to go there. You want their visa by all means. They behave like you. They were very naive, ignorant, and stupid like you, like many of us today, thinking that, oh, Europe is their country. After all, they have the same color. After all, they are successful. Some of them are successful businessmen and women. Some are in the king's or queen's cabinet. Some are kings or queen's doctors. Some are even ministers in their various countries, so it doesn't concern them. But when they knew that it concerned them was during the Second World War, all the Jews were targeted. It doesn't matter, even if you're a minister, as long as you're a Jew, all of them were relegated into wearing the Star of David. You see a former big officer, but because he's a Jew, he's relegated, wear your Star of David so that you be conspicuous. If you are coming 1 mile, people will know that, oh, this Yodin, this Jew is coming, so he's a pig. What they did to them until after the Holocaust. I will say, no be person tell them, so boy, you have to be suicidal. They went and restored their country in the Middle East. You know, at first, Britain wanted them to go to between Uganda and Kenya. That time they call it British East Africa. You know, Britain is always people just like the wise men that always see the star of the children of Chukwu Kikabiama, the Most High. They know. They always want to deviate. Britain said, no, okay, we have a solution for you. In 1948, before you go, please, we have a solution for you. You know you have suffered. Now we will give you a very big. Don't go to those mandate of Palestine. Don't go there, please. Don't go there. You will have problems there. We have a very big virgin land in our empire, part of our empire in Africa, British East Africa, today Kenya. So it's very virgin. Thousands, if not millions of kilometers square of virgin land. You come there and find a country. Found your country, no problem. No person will disturb you. You know, Britain will always like to put you into perpetual problem, so that problems you cannot come out from. That is how they have created the zoo called Nigeria, so that being tormented, they torment the people. The British creation torments the people, the human beings that are unfortunate enough to find themselves in that space. It's very big pity, honestly. But they refuse. The Jews, they refuse. They say no. The only way is the hard way. We are going back to where our land. We are going there. Britain say, I warn you. Arabs will not agree. They went and stayed there. Today, Israel is a nuclear power. You don't mess with any Jew, any place, from Siberia to Singapore, down to South Africa, to any place in the world, to Iran. You don't mess with any Jew because they have their country. Their country now is their pride. Do you see what they have been wasting in Europe? Do you see what they would have wasted in Europe, their talents? This is what we, the Biafrans, we Igbos are wasting in Nigeria. When you tell people, they say, no, leave, we will make Nigeria better. I look at our people, I say, Chineke, why are our people so naive? You will make our country better. Something created by another person, you make it better. It's not going to be. I played the voice of our leader. He said, your PVC is nonsense. It's just something rubbish they give you just to tell the world that, oh, we are conducting election. Whereas in the real sense of it, election results are being controlled, decided by what you call INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission. All those are big names. Are you seeing it? That Nigeria is unfixable. Have you seen it? They impose something that is foreign to you. I want to play something. Because I'll be very brief. Time has gone. I know in Biafra land it is night. It is after 8 by now. I think 22 minutes after 8 p.m. But you have to listen. I want you to listen to this. It is an analysis being made by some people in the Zoo Radio. I think before this last election, gubernatorial election. I want you to listen, please. Because the man hit something, but he never understand how he or what he said. He never really understood what he said. I'm telling you honestly. That is why I want you to listen, please. That day I tried to call the radio. I tried by all means, but they couldn't. I couldn't get through. Because the man he hit something, but he didn't understand what he hit. Please listen attentively, listen.
In a certain candidate tomorrow, then you have no business coming out to vote. What's your take on that?
Listen, please.
That is absolute rubbish. That is lawlessness. That is brigandage. That is everything that is evil in a society. Ownership of land is nowhere related to the freedom of every individual who is protected by the constitution of the country to exercise his rights in the way he wants to do that. I have said earlier, and much earlier, that Lagos, there are landowners. Lagos belongs to people who are landowners, but that we are all stakeholders, where they can actually tell the non-indigens to have no say and not to come near is their traditional institutions. The governance of the traditional institutions, their cultural heritage and all that, not with government, which is completely foreign to every culture in this country.
Do you hear what this man said? Oh, Chineke. This man made a point. I don't know how to qualify it, but he didn't know. The problem of Nigeria is that they impose a government to every indigenous people in Nigeria, a government that is foreign to everybody. But this man, I don't know. I wanted to call, not that day, the following day, in order to talk on the point this man made. Please, I want you to go back. I want to reverse back so that you listen, please. This man summed up everything. How can you be running a government that is foreign to our, native cultures, and you think that this will be okay? Please listen again. Let me go back. Listen.
Owners, but that we are all stakeholders, where they can actually tell the non-indigens to have no say and not to come near is their traditional institutions.
All
the
right.
governance of the traditional institutions, their cultural heritage, and all that, not with government, which is completely foreign to every culture in this country.
I don't know, Chineke, do you people understand what this man said? He himself didn't even understand what he said. He took it light. He didn't know that this is the core problem that we are having in Nigeria. He didn't know. He opened up the hornet. But he casually, he never knew. He didn't know. You know, as Nigerian intellectuals, the way they analyze things, they just flash on something, they don't even know what they are saying, and they move ahead. Let me ask people, please, as you are hearing my voice, how can you be running a government that is completely foreign, that is hostile, is foreign, is not compatible with your tradition? Do you see the problem we are having in Nigeria? Do you see? That is why I used to say the problem is Nigeria has not been defined. Who is a Nigerian? How can do you know the reason why some European countries are as little in population as 365,000 people? In Iceland. What about in Latvia? What about Luxembourg? Oh, some are not even up to 100,000 in population. Do you know why? So that they will be compatible. They will govern themselves according to their tradition. You understand? But in Africa, they gather people, monkeys. They gather monkeys and baboons and say, oh yeah, impose a government that is alien to them. And they think that they can make it better. That they can use, look at other people are not going to vote. Other countries, they are printing PVC, they are voting. But look at Nigeria election. Look at it. For you to understand, this man summed the whole problems of Nigeria. The origin of Nigeria problem is the government in place is foreign to the traditions of the people. Therefore, normally Nigeria should not be existing. That is as simple as short. But you don't see the Nigerian intellectuals discussing things like this. I had one of our brothers in that program. He called. One of our brothers, he called. And after, when he finished talking, the journalist, the presenter said, no, we don't want to divide this country. So that one is, we don't want to divide. No. They don't want to face the reality. That is the problem with Nigeria. That is the problem with Nigerians. They always try to patch. Let me tell you, India faced their own reality before 1947, before they got independence. Do you know the reality they faced? They asked themselves, this India, though it is not the India we used to know, but foreigners came from Europe, far away, we don't know how far, thousands of kilometers, and came and divided us and united our people that should not be together, and still call that name India. You know, India has been existing anyway as a name, as an empire or a kingdom. Now they say we need to redefine ourselves, not what these foreigners call us, or what they put on us, or what they impose on us. That is where their eyes started opening. And they say, no, we cannot be compatible. We cannot stay in one country together with as foreigners put us together. We cannot. But in Nigeria, people are defending foreign imposition in the name of a country. When you go that side, they say, no, don't talk this side. Let us see how to patch. Anyway, in another time, we are going to get it better. The presidential election, so-called, what happened? You see what happened. Tibos of everywhere in Nigeria. Now, after the presidential election, INEC come, they say, no, we are going to get it better now. In this gubernatorial election and the senatorial elections, please. So forget about what happened 2 weeks ago. We are going to get it better. And the one of last Saturday became the worst than that of presidential election. And it will going to continue being worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. It's a very big pity that people like this, analysts like this, so-called intellectuals like this, they will make a point, but they don't even know that they made a point. Let's continue listening to this man.
The governments we operate in Nigeria are completely foreign to any culture and not native to any particular tribe.
You know this, then why are you defending foreign imposition? That has been the argument of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now this man knows this, but he will come around and say, no, it's Nigeria, let us continue. How are you going to defending the indefensible? Something that is foreign to you. They impose on you. Now, but anyway, let us continue. Do you see how black people are dummies? Because maybe it's getting something. Look at how in a country, Lagos was the capital of Nigeria, the second capital of Nigeria. The first capital was Calabar. Before they shifted it to Lagos. Lagos has been the capital of Nigeria. And in Lagos today, they are telling you that we are the indigenous, we are the owner of Lagos. We are not the owner of Lagos. In a country that you call is your citizen. In every place, every capital, in every capital in this world, you can never hear, we are the indigenous. We are not the indigenous. You are not the indigenous. If that is the case, now why made it the capital? Lagos is the economic hub, the economic capital of Nigeria till today. From administrative capital till economic capital today. But they will always tell you that you are not the owner of, you don't belong to Lagos. What does it tell you? If you cannot be part of the capital, in every capital of even in African countries, no person ever dare say, we are the owner, others get out. What makes it the capital? Every tribes, every people are congregated there. I don't know. Our people are naive, honestly. Our Nigerians are the most stupid set of people I've ever seen. This man said it. They impose a foreign government which is foreign to your culture, and you are defending it. How do you think that you can make it better? How do you think that you can? Okay, the foreigners that impose it on you, you never ask what is their benefit, or do they impose it on you just like that, free of charge? Is it not the same question I used to ask about religion? They impose Christianity on us. You think it's just ordinary like that, so that they love us. I love right too much. a fictitious something that you know. Okay, only when you die you start going. It's just the same thing as imposing Nigeria on everybody. This man, he said the government in Nigeria is foreign to every indigenous tribe in Nigeria. But you are defending it. Does it not make Nigerians fool or foolish and stupid?
It is something that was foisted on us to guarantee good societal values and to.
So this man is saying foreigners impose a government that is foreign to us to guarantee societal value. You know, they speak English, they don't even understand what they are saying. Sometimes I become these people come with just I'm telling you honestly. Because they you see, this man is talking to the whole population in Nigeria through the radio. I watch it through YouTube. One of our brothers sent it to me. This man now say, oh, foreigners came and imposed their government that is foreign to us in order to guarantee societal value, which means we are not having societal value before these foreigners came. Do you see how foolish black man is? Have you seen it? That the foolishness of black man is stinking to the high heavens. It's on issue. That okay, he is defending that foreign government that is being imposed on us, not knowing that it is the problem. Instead of calling it that, look, it is the problem. The Indians call their own, they isolated the problem of India and say no, this imposition, foreign government imposition on us is the problem. And today they reshuffle themselves, and today India is progressing. They are all progressing, aren't they? But in our own, being black man with corrupted mindset, because maybe he's gaining in one way or the other in that foreign system imposed on us. Now he is calling it now that this is for societal value, which means before the arrival of the Europeans we are not having societal value. Is that what this man means? Is that what this man meant? Exactly, that is what is meant. That is why we relegated ourselves. Ndishoji relegated ourselves up to the lowest cadre of animals by telling you that the Europeans brought education to us. They brought God to us. Everything they brought to us. Without them, we will not be existing. That is what it means. Very corrupt mindset. Very primitive mindset. For you to see so-called intellectuals talking like this and also telling us to defend Nigeria, to make sure that Nigeria works. How can? This man explained everything vividly. But he encouraged everybody to continue working together to maintaining that foreign government that is foreign to opposite our culture, that our traditional values, every traditional value in Africa, in Nigeria don't know, is foreign to us. It's just like at 40 you start going primary school. They start teaching you how to eat. When you eat, you wash your hand, as if before that 40 years you were not eating. Okay, before that 40 years bacteria has eaten you up. Now you go to school, they tell you, say no, be civilized, you have to wash your hand before eating. But it's what you have been doing in your own way. Okay, when you finish going and learning all this rubbish, you come and you say no, without them I wouldn't have existed. Does it make sense at all? Before the advent of the Europeans in our land, we have been existing as a people. We had our civilization, our own civilization. But today they changed the narrative. They brought civilization to us. We have been making our terracotta as other people everywhere in the world we are making. Had it been we are not interrupted, we would have developed in our own system, using our own intrepidity, our own various alphabets. Do you understand me? Go to Europe, Asia countries. They are using their own alphabets. To hell with European or this thing. Are they not developing? That is where, when you talk with so-called intellectual PhD holders, doctors without no brain, they will start telling you, no, it's a European that brought civilization. They brought education. I say, so before Europeans came, we were not existing as a people. How come we didn't eat ourselves into extinction if we were not civilized? How come? The level of civilization we are in at that time is the same other people were. There might be slight differences of, just like today. Just like today. Everywhere in the world is not the same. But they are existing. They are doing things. Africa invented soap. Black race. They taught the Europeans how to wash their body. Do you understand? With sometimes during winter, you will see on your chagano for 2-3 months or sabeda. I'm telling you honestly. It started right. What I'm telling you is truth, is experience. You can call and say no. But it's out of I saw is what is happening, is true. Africans taught them how. Forget about historically, Africa invented soap. Before colonization, Benin Empire was exporting soap to Portugal. Do you know that? If you're a student of history, you will understand. You will know. Benin Empire, we are exporting soap to Portugal. They didn't know it. They didn't know how to bath clean with soap. But they will not tell you all these things. You see PhD holder, doctor come and say, no, they brought everything, brought their God. That is why I now continue focusing in Ageligwe, whereas they are preparing their own heaven. This man said it all. When I heard him say, I said, oh God, how can I confront this man to tell him that you have summed up Nigeria problem in what you said? But do you know that? He doesn't know.
Money. So for as long as that government do that, I have said earlier and much earlier that Lagos, there are landowners. Lagos belongs to people who are landowners, but that we are all stakeholders, where they can actually tell the non-indigens to have no say and not to come near is their traditional institutions. The governance of the traditional institutions, their cultural heritage and all that, not with government which is completely foreign to every culture in this country. The governments we operate in Nigeria are completely foreign to any culture and not native to any particular tribe. It is something that was foisted on us to guarantee good societal values and to guarantee peace and harmony. So for as long...
Do you see how Nigerians reason? An intellectual, he's an Igbo man. That they forced on us this foreign government for peace and harmony. That's why, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to say, he said he needed the best brain in Nigeria to debate. So that you ask him one question on Asongongo. How can you be upholding foreign values for your own interests, for your own peace and harmony? Sometimes you still, when you hear people that are meant to be educating the masses in Nigeria, you become frustrated that no hope. If somebody, an intellectual, talking on radio, an invitee in a radio show, talk show, be telling the population that notwithstanding the government in Nigeria is foreign to us as indigenous people, but is to maintain peace and unity. Do you see that? Is it not what he read in school that he is vomiting? He crammed in school. What Katrina Liang, people like Katrina Liang taught him that the diversity is strength in Nigeria. That there is strength in diversity. That the territorial integrity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. Is what he's vomiting. Exactly. And he's an intellectual. Talk to him now. He will tell you that he is a PhD holder in this, he's in that, he's in that, he's in that. But he don't know what he's saying. How can foreigners put their government, force you to uphold their government, their values, and you are fighting with it? You say it's for peace and unity. So for your society, for your benefit. How? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ndi shoji alamni. Ndi shoji hala madni. This is what the people are listening in Nigeria, and they will oh Chineke kwena ihe ojo. Sometimes you become discouraged. Why am I not created as a, even if ordinary stone? I would be, staying where I am, no problem. I will not have this problem. This mission worker, I will not have it. Because when you see people people listening to their voices, they are vomiting rubbish, making wrong assertions. You pity, you say, no, Nigeria, you have no mekwantarism. No mekwa, not at all. It's in the brain. All these things is what he studied maybe during his master's or PhD. That Nigeria is, they fostered on us. The same way you see a doctor, we ask, who is our ancestor? After all, we have been, Jesus brought everything for us. They are the same people, for goodness sake. They are the same set of people. This man that is talking, I'm watching him on YouTube. That Britain brought you foreign, a government that is foreign to you for your peace and harmony. As I was saying before, do you know why many European countries are as little as less than 100,000 in population? Because they don't want to have friction with other cultures. Therefore, they use their culture, form their government, rule themselves, so that there will be no problem with others. That is why Europe today is in peace. But in Africa, they mix up everything and impose everything and say, is it not the result you are seeing? Carrier PVC. Do you know how many billions of dollars this PVC costs Nigeria? Does it have any value? The answer is no. All those money, if they say no, don't do PVC. They say anti-democracy. Hey, well, if IPOB had it been IPOB, come up and say no, don't go to take your PVC. It's nothing. You don't decide. It is the INEC that decides. So PVC is useless. Stay at home. Take your time. Use that time you are going to use do PVC. Do another thing. They will say, oh, we are anti-democratic. Oh, we are this. But look at their democracy now. After all, one of your gods, Katrina Liang, he has declared the election, transparent, free and fair. As your gods, these are your foreign gods, because they impose on you everything for your harmony, for your peace, and both Jesus, everything imposed on you. In that pursuing shadow. You see people, so people that are supposed to know better, they are pursuing shadow. Don't worry, when you die, you go to heaven. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the enlightened one, he has told you time without number that your PVC is rubbish. He continues, a zombie. Get your PVC. What about those reverend fathers that say without PVC I cannot give you a reading so I will not give you Holy Communion. All these celebrities, useless Igbo celebrities, without PVC, like is it P Square or Flavor? Without PVC, don't near me, don't come to my house, don't salute me. Now ask them, how far about PVC? You know, the worst part of it is that this thing we are talking about election now, everybody have known, but within few days it will disappear. You see, Nigerians will say, no, don't worry, we'll get it better in the next 4 years. How? I don't know whether to call them bingos. I don't know what to call them. Now we are going to get it next time. Don't worry. In this radio program, I listened to one woman called and said, we have petitioned heaven. God will do something. We have petitioned the heaven. No here. No petition heaven. Where is heaven? Where? Our brother, one of our brothers said, this is struggle. Okay, our brain can defy. It is still very far. When we say our brain, the brain is very far. Don't think that it is all you people you call illiterates. No. Both PhD holders, there are people you call illiterates that have common sense more than all these people. Look at what this man is saying, and he's validating the government. He's validating it that is good, for our societal values, for peace and tranquility in our land. Because it comes from foreigners. The government of foreigners impose on us. How then do you want respect anywhere around the world? As a Nigerian, as a black person, how will you think you will be respected like others? You accept everything foreign, and you say, oh, they mean good for us, they meant good for us. So please, any person that is trying to ask questions, resist. You say, no, you don't know this foreigner, they love us more than we love ourselves, so it's good. Diara.
Long as that government affects the lives of everybody living within a particular space, that person has a right that he cannot be denied to say, this is the right person, I think, that I surrender my sovereignty.
I will not continue to reading news headlines. You people have, there are no more headlines than what is happening. So I'll just open the line so that the few callers that we have wasted a lot of time trying to sort out some problems. But I will open the lines. But before I do that, I will go into a few minutes break. On the Nigerians, sometimes I try to ignore. Try to ignore all this fact, or they say one time the other day I called one of our brothers private in Sinna, or one I was there call. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to say, sometimes I'll say, others are trying to live normal life, trying to be, no responding to the stimuli to what is happening, to live normal life, and but he cannot do it. That virus he has put it in us. If you want to live normal life, okay, I don't understand because to ignore, to live like others, do like others. No way. You will be feel miserable in you. You see that you are feeling miserable. You are not happy. It doesn't matter anything you have, that you are not living your life. So we must continue educating our people. I'm telling you, because it is very sad for somebody to come up on in a radio that is being listened to millions in Nigeria, to tell them that it is good that although the government that is functioning in Nigeria is foreign to every indigenous culture in Nigeria, but it is being brought to us by foreigners, by Britain, for our peace and tranquility. How this, I say, but this maybe this man now, he will be about 60 something of age. How will his wife Okuchan, his wife say, darling, you talk well. I don't understand. The way they reason, the way Nigerians reason is fundamentally flawed. That is why, I used to say it. If Biafra come, there will be a cause, an institution for the Nigerianization. Because Nigeria is, Nigeria, our people have been Nigerianized. It's an insult. If somebody tell you that you are Nigerianized, it's an insult. Because why I can't try to de-Nigerianize yourself. That is what we are doing here on Radio Biafra. I'm telling you. If somebody will be telling me that no, the government that they put in place by foreigners in our land is anti-us, but it's good for our value, for us to stay in peace. Can you imagine that all this rubbish? That is why you see PVC voting. Look at the election. I have said it. Can you organize election in Serengeti Desert? In the game reserve, Serengeti game reserve. You call animals, call everybody, every animal. Lions, wolves, deer, zebra, all kinds of animals. You tell them, oh yeah, you are now, from today, you are democratic. First of all, organize the election to see who will rule you first. Is it possible? I will go into a few minutes break, so that when I come back, I will open the lines, though I will not be long, because I have already taken a lot of time, honestly, in sorting out some unusual problem. I think the problem is still insisting. Some chickry noise. I will sort it out. But before that,
for approximately 8 years. But let's get back to
East in Abia State. They're talking about the Ndoki Asa area. They've never had light. It's close to 20 years. Okay. There's no light.
That's the people that share a boundary with Afan.
Yes, with us. Where you have the power station.
Power station.
They don't have light.
And they've not had light. All right, let's quickly look at this now. Sorry, coming to the former electoral resident, that no one can write results for them. How important is it that we sound this alarm to politicians? Because as you know, some of them are still thinking that money politics is going to be the way out for them this time.
It's going to be difficult to eradicate it at this time. I have represented INEC. I worked with INEC 2007, 2011. I have been a returning officer for an LGA, and I know how this thing works. Even when you refuse to be compromised, you are threatened. And in some of them, I've narrated my ordeal in one of the local governments when I went. I collected the results. I was going to the state capital. And let me tell you the state, but I won't tell you the local government, Abia State. I was going to the local government and I was on radio. The result I was carrying was being announced and something else was being...
Assalamu alaikum.
welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land, and today is the 20th day of the third month being March 2023. Therefore, as I said, our lines are now opened. You can call us now on our line. I've seen some people that we are calling. You can call now. Our direct line, as usual, is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I would love people from even Aba and Olo and Lagos, generally from the zoo, to call, please. To call and give us situation reports. I have a first caller. I have people that have been calling on direct line since I was making my points or my submissions. But you can call now, please. Caller on what's up? Welcome to the program. You are the first caller. Mazi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mazi.
There, welcome to the program.
I just want to say everything because it's not easy calling. I think there's always listening, but so
of course, Mazi. Is it Mazi Charles, right? There,
yeah.
There,
Mazi, in terms of this election in Lagos, on street here, we fought. And yesterday, back of our market, they went and killed some of our brothers there. And the police came and died. Mazi, do you believe that police are giving people guns in front of everybody and nothing is happening?
They do what? Repeat again, Mazi. You say police are giving what?
They give people guns to shoot now. At Tabulado. Day before yesterday, we were at the bottom of the hill at the day.
Mazi, are you using earpiece? Are you using earphone, please?
No, I'm not careful.
Okay, because your voice or
I'm coming out loud.
Yes, please don't remove the phone from your mouth again because it's going fading and coming, fading, coming. Please, go on. We want to catch what you are saying. All go on.
Okay, day before yesterday, people they were doing election day before yesterday, and we are our skin because me, I only went there to Nigeria, and I don't believe in their slave card. So there are some talks that we are the police give up. We now went down to TD. 5 minutes we made the pass. 5 minutes ago, they went to they are calling what they call the election ballots and they were shooting guns. Immediately, police were coming from that end. They were coming to our side, leaving where their crisis. About 8 police left there. After they finish the operation, we now start going back to that place again. Mazi, the main point is that you see this police and military. Yesterday and day before yesterday was very, very clear to everybody that it is a game plan. They are sponsoring those people. There is one guy that we had confrontation here. That's day before yesterday. Those LA boys. And one woman there was saying that there was one guy, I don't want to mention his name. One of the LA. She was saying that they arrested that guy in the morning. I said, which guy they arrested in the morning? The guy that just finished doing me just now. They said maybe they have released. Yeah, and all these things. My own anger is that they will come, kill 2 or 3 Igbo people. The police will come and when that we are, they will come and settle the matter and go back. The next day again, they will come, kill like 5. When we start this, and everything, and everything I said, and opinion here. Mazimia Gezo, boy Gezo, Mbo Gezo. I don't have much to say. I just let me just 2 things. Things what you are seeing here in Lagos is not beyond our power, but this government that is sponsoring them, I just pray that they will meet their water very, very soon. And Mazi, also what I want to say for a very long time is that this our Mazi, one of our elder that used to come, what is I forget his name, that is that Ike Chukwuma hosted program for him about our history. Mazi, please, because sometimes if they can break that English to Igbo language page by page so that our people can understand more, because those history about what happened in 1966 before the war. How our people were massacred all over the country, especially in the north. Those things they used to play it almost every time on Radio Biafra, but I think they should translate those. If somebody can come up and translate that into Igbo language, that even our mothers, we hear it and call our children since they don't want to hear. Mazi, thank you very much. This is what I want to say.
There were. You know, our people, 15 minutes people. I see the hot now. Everybody, tomorrow, 1 week, forget church, we calm, pastors, we calm down everything. They say petition heaven. You know, Pastor Suleimani has said, this is not a election. This is yes, we applaud him for that, but we know where they are heading to, because their solution is always let us pray. That is their solution. No, don't worry, below abiding citizens. God in heaven will kill them. God will fight for us. God is not going to fight for you. You have to fight for yourself. That is the reality. For 2019, Igbos were threatened openly by the Oba of Lagos to be thrown into. They gathered them, the Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, the so-called Igbo Elders, so Eze Ndi Igbo na Lagos, all of them, you see them wearing Okumeme and Diaral. Once they gather them, they think that they will maybe give them some money. Oba of Lagos said, I'm not begging anybody. If you know, vote for my choice candidate. You see that lagoon is waiting for all of you. I will throw all of you inside. What you cannot do in Aba, you are doing here. All of them need now Soku. Call on direct line. Welcome to the program, please. Call on signal. I'll come to you. Call on direct line, please. Go on. There, Mazi, go on, please.
I'm calling from the zoo. It's been a long time. I've been praying. I've been praying for our leader, Mazi and Kanu, and we believe that God will grant him his divine healing. We bless every drug that is taken, or whatever that is wrong. You know, Mazi, it's about 2 years ago, I stopped going to the church. My reason is that the revelation God gave to me, the revelation He gave to me, I was standing on the junction and I heard the voice very clear. You know, we Biafra, we communicate with God directly because for the fact that we are answering the name of the Lord, He must speak to you. That is my belief. There is no special prophet out there that you always speak to or whatever, you know. So he was talking to me, telling me that it is we, the so-called Christians, that have prayed, and then Nigeria, they will go to Nigeria and they will run off. And Nigeria went and became so strong and came back and began to complete those that are praying for Nigeria. I was so mad. I even called my pastor and I was telling him what he was. You know, you don't even understand what I'm talking. And the Lord said that we've been praying to him, but we are not praying with a sense of freedom, with wisdom. Because that Nigeria is an idol. He said that he has told me that Nigeria is an idol. And we have been praying for Nigeria. Since we've been praying, things are going worse out. And now, that Nigeria was like a serpent before. I've posted those things I'm telling you now in the Facebook. He said that Nigeria was a serpent, but now it has become a dragon. Nigeria is a dragon now. So I was so afraid, and you know, my joint was broken, and I began to read him. What is the meaning of that snake and dragon? You know, and the snake. After all, I came to realization that the snake means that turning way, because Nigeria is being ruled by the truth, you know. There's no truth. complex of this latest election now, there is no truth in Nigeria. You cannot do Nigeria with truth, no matter who, even if it's a bishop. Even Nigeria, you cannot rule Nigeria with truth. Now, that Nigeria has gone to dragon for now, consuming people that are paying for it. You know, I was trying to realize that Nigeria as a dragon means all these about 7 terrorists groups in Nigeria represent the dragon. Even police, army kills. Even if you went to buy kerosene for you to just cook one pot of stew, the kerosene will catch fire and consume it. That is the beginning of the dragon, the Lord was telling me. What we are saying, this issue, Nigeria doesn't want somebody like this to be all these things that you put Nigeria, fix Nigeria, new Nigeria. You can't do it. And as a matter of fact, our leader said a lot of things about it. Just thank God that he gave me this opportunity for me to help this very
There were.
So we thank God for everything. All I know is that I'm really for Biafra and nothing more. I don't even pray for myself. Because we believe like in the scripture there, and 152. It's telling me to pray for the peace of their own of Britain. That is peace of Biafra, not peace of Nigeria. And you can see that the religious leaders they are talking about peace. So they are using them to hold us down. Everybody is believing in God that God is the leader. So that way, we ourselves is believing we have to do by ourselves, take our business, take our restoration by ourselves. So I thank God for all of you that are protecting. God will continue to protect us.
There were, Mazi. There were. Thank you very much. Caller on signal, you have been here since 11 minutes plus. Can you hear me? Mazi, go on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here, sir. Good evening, sir.
There were. Good reggae.
Yes, my name is Mazi Mezia Wisdom from Ohadimai Sinimo Province, Biafra land. IPOB, one family. IPOB,
one very large family.
One family. IPOB, one family. One family. IPOB. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. I love our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, I want to make some comment based on your analysis this evening on civilization. Mazi, do you know, likewise you used to say in this radio that civilization started in Igbo land. A white man is telling Africans and the zoo that what you're saying is truth. That civilization started in Igbo land, even before in Europe. That that we can conduct a free and fair election, which our women are included. Our women are part of the
governance body. Our women we are part of governance. Britain came and saw that and stopped. Britain, you see, that are teaching us now democracy, how to vote, how to rig election. They saw that we don't demarcate between men and women in our land, in governance. And they say, no, this will bring chaos. That time, British people, they relegated their women to the kitchen. Just like Let Buhari and their people. They relegated their women. I think Britain authorized their women to start voting, I think either 1918 or 1928. The first time in history. They learned it from us. They stopped it. They said no. That was the reason why they took warrant chiefs. They sidelined our women. And all those things accumulated, part of the problem why we had our Aba women protests, which they called our Aba women riot. because Britain completely sidelined them, which is not the way we have been doing. Somebody will come, a PhD holder, a doctor will come, or he stay in America, will come and say, what is our civilization? What is our ancestors? When they will be reciting what they crammed in during their thesis, it usually now confuse people. Now I'm an intellectual. Mazi, please go on. Please go on.
Mazi, like what you said, this thing give me a thought. I was asking, why is that education of Africa is different? Because only Chanda Humbela is having a PhD la London or anywhere. My class are different. The class they put them, is it different from a class that they put white men? If they come to do that, they are useless PhD. That when they finish, they will come back to be speaking useless grammar. Mazi, finally, I concluded that is he illiterate? Is our PhD holders that are illiterate? Those that they claim that are illiterate.
Most of them, yes.
I'm telling you the truth. I concluded it.
They are professionals only in their field.
Yes.
Maybe a doctor, a medical doctor, no problem. He's a professional only in his field, not in common sense. Not in common sense.
Mazi, I'm telling you, I concluded that you see those, and watch, since we started this struggle, the people that are setting us backward are those that claim that are educated. Those that claim that they are this, they are that, they are professor. The professor they are in is only to ring the election for illiterate. If the professors in the Zoological Republic are good in ringing the election for illiterate, so why will it claim that they are intellectual? So I conclude today, I make that decision that the professors are the illiterate. Those they claim that are illiterate are the ones that are intellectual. Because we that they claim that we are illiterate, we are the one that's we saw the future before them. We saw that when our leader said that it's the election, that INEC are the ones to decide for people that will become whatever in the zoo and not your PVC. We saw it 10 years ago. At least I started IPO in 2015. I saw it for that 2015 that these people is only INEC that decide, not the people. But these professors, the illiterate that claim they are professors, they never see this thing. It's only on 25th of February they saw it. It's only on the 18th of March that they saw it. You see what I said, that they are the illiterate and not we. If that is why I shouted IPOB. If you are IPOB, tap your shoulder, tap your chest that you are the intellectual. Don't mind these useless fools that say that they are professors, that they are intellectual. They are not. It's you. So Mazi, let me stop here. Let me give all that chance. And our people in Lagos, please defend yourself. That man saying they will come and kill them. Police will come and make peace. You are useless. They will kill you 5. Before, if you want to retaliate, they will come and make peace because they have seen they have killed you. They will come and kill again. And if they come and kill you, before they kill 20 of them. They are very, very useless. Thank you, Mazi.
There war. We will not continue being making peace at our own expense. That is what people should understand. Peace, we shouldn't accept peace at all costs. That is one thing we should know. Peaceful. Peace between two people is only held by one of them only. So we should not be accepting peace. Chicken is peaceful, and he ends up in a family stew because it's peaceful. Caller on direct line. Caller on what's up? I'll come to you, please. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on direct line. Please go on.
Good evening, sir.
There we go.
Mazi, I'm calling from Lagos.
Mazi, go on, please.
Mazi, I'm the same person that is sending the message. I want to join the family.
Mazi, go on. Can you hear me? Mazi, can you hear me? Go on, please. Mazi, can you hear me? Go on, please. And it seems why your voice is sounding muffled. I don't know. Are you using any gadget? Talk directly to the phone, and do not let the phone be on speaker, please. Your voice is sounding muffled. Go on. Go on.
It's not on speaker now.
It's better now. It's better. Go on, it's better now.
What we are experiencing here in Lagos is too much. It's too much.
Mazi, continue now. Continue. Are you listening to your device before talking? Continue, please. You are wasting time.
No. Mazi, what I'm requesting for is how do I join the family? We're sending you message for past months now. If there is any process, just give me the guidelines so that I will start the process.
Okay. Send me again. Continue, please. Because him onye tetere ona na onye tetere ona late. Okay, bidogoro zachanwo enye ya ọrụ. Continue sending me message, please. Ndewo Mazi, ndewo. Mgbe onye tetere wo that's it. Caller on WhatsApp. Mazi Chukwu, can you hear me? Thank you for holding on for 14 minutes plus. Go on, Mazi. Mazi Chukwu, can you hear me?
Yes.
There we welcome to the program. No. There we go on.
Okay. My name is
Mazi, welite olu gị ka ihe na-emezi enwere ihe olu gị ada apụta like that, unlike you.
I say my name is Tupiman. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, olu gị na-apụta but ọ dị ka ọ na-agba abụọ ma enwere gadget ị na-use earphone or anything.
No.
Ngwa gaa n'ihu, let's see.
I used this time to meet you once again, and I greet all the Nigerians who are tirelessly our leader have done it all. We must to carry on. This is the highest step that any one of us we do when we start. What British created in Nigeria is not the thought.
I don't know. Now I'm joined by Mazi. Mazi Carlo. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
The whole world is hearing you, please, not only me. Go on, please.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mazi Jonathan. My name remains Mazi Carlo Agu Oburawa, and I'm from Akano, Ohofia, Omaya Province, Biafra land. And I'm calling you from Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and I'm serving the indigenous people of Biafra living in Malaysia as the IPOB National Secretary. Mazi, the problem of Africa, because this the issue that you are treating today is a general issue that concerns all of us in Africa, because the genesis of our problem, we started at the Berlin conference, where Africans were not there, our consent were not sought, and Africa was partitioned. And that artificial boundaries, artificial map that was created that time is what is being maintained till today. And whenever the British tell us that the territorial integrity of African states, because it is still the same language that the French colonialists are using. So when they tell us that the territorial integrity is non-negotiable, it is that same 1884, 1885 artificial boundary which they created for us. So this problem now, we see the leaders in Africa still maintaining that same boundary and killing our people at the process. It's unfortunate that our psyche has been completely damaged. I must say this because what our leader used to say, that the problem of Africa is in our brain, and it is true. Because individually, as people, we have a lot of problem. I saw somebody here in Malaysia, and I was talking to him, and he is from Amazonia, and he told me that he doesn't want Amazonia to be free from Cameroon. I asked him why. He told me that we Biafrans that are in Nigeria, that ours is better. Because he, in Amazonia, he had seen only one president since he was born. At the end, after saying all this, but what you are saying is the same thing that we are saying, that we need to have a new change whereby we control our destiny. So what I'm saying in effect is that the problem of we Africans is the same, all of us. So it is high time for all of us to wake up and they know that self-determination for every indigenous people is the most important objective that we all should be pursuing at this point in time. And another thing, Mazi, Jonathan, there is this thing, since after this election, so many people, some of these people you mentioned, the celebrities, some of them, they are coming on Facebook, they say, it is now I discover what Mazi Nnamdi has been saying. All these things makes no sense because our people will be sharing it with emotions. They will go and praising them. This happened as if they have come back. Let them come and join. They will not join because this agitation, all of us that are in it, we are dedicated because we were choosing to do it. This is not something that you just decide on your own to do. If you are not choosing, you cannot do it. So in essence, I want to use this opportunity to announce the general meeting of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Malaysia, coming up on Sunday, the 26th day of March 2023. This general meeting is held in Damansara Damai because in Malaysia we have our family units. We have in Kepong, we have in Damansara Damai, we have IPOB family in Klang, in Nilai, in Penang, all over Malaysia. Wherever you are in Malaysia, you have no reason not to join, to support, to contribute your quota towards the restoration of our homeland. We can see that we are not wanted in Nigeria. They don't want us to go to our homeland. They don't want those of us who believe in Nigeria to also participate in their electoral processes, which is a legitimate and fundamental right of our people. So these are things that brings credibility to our agitation for freedom. So wherever you are in Malaysia, join our family and attend this general meeting that is coming up. It will be wonderful because we have a lot of guests, local guests that will be joining us on this general meeting. The number to call is 011-3685-8454. I repeat the number again, 011-3685-8454. Thank you, Mazi, Jonathan.
There were one Chineke. There were. for your information. Sometimes this broadcast you're sharing on many groups, WhatsApp groups. This our brother always brought out his time in order to record it. And where I'm here on air calling on people, because we are good in giving very fantastic advices. Like one of our brothers called from Lagos. Oh, somebody should be interpreting this in Igbo. Sometimes I say, I don't know how our people. Why not silently? If you cannot do it, you start contacting people. Now, can you look at this? Is how people. This is how things work. Our people, we are very good in bringing out very fantastic advice and suggestion. Very fantastic. But who do you want to carry it out? Who? Okay, our brother have said on okay, let somebody please can you now they will call, let DOS find somebody to do to interpret it in Igbo. But you can quietly I'm telling you honestly. Do you know the time it takes us broadcasters spending? I know the time it takes me to make researches. I want to hear easy. And you are not paid. And I don't need to be paid. And you have to cater for your own, pay your bills, cater for your family, work from home, all this. But we give after the broadcast, you see people sending you message. Mazi, send me that broadcast in WhatsApp. What is happening? Why can't you sacrifice and say, okay, even if you cannot do it, try to scavenge for somebody by yourself and say, Ma, can we do this, please? If Mazi watching or Mazi Jonathan, any person, can you do one? I do. You'll be recording it on WhatsApp. It's not rocket science. We want everything already done for all of us. Hey, I balance all neri or not. Let us have sometimes, let us do things accordingly. I'm telling you. IPOB is a collective effort. You can do something practical, another person can do another thing, the other person will contribute something, and we continue moving. But when you come, you give a fantastic advice to let somebody be interpreting this on it will be okay. Why not call and say privately? You say, Mazi, I have somebody that can be interpreting this. How do we do it? How do we do it? It's just like I saw one of our brothers is talking about bringing people to speak on different Biafran dialects or languages. I laugh when I heard it. I laugh. Do you know how many people I've contacted privately? If I start telling, do you know how many people? Anything you can, you send. Tomorrow, you put on a phone, you call another thing. Now, talking is very easy, but doing is the hardest. Let me tell you. I'm saying it on air. You see, talking, we can talk. But when it comes to doing, there that's why they say to know is good, but to do is God. Because God is practical. And that is how we are created, to be practical. Caller on, let me see. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program.
I can hear you now.
There.
Well done for your program this evening.
Every
day it's a very good and wonderful gospel. We are hearing it. It's a topic today, it's one of it. Man, do you know, I don't know if some of you get this people think that I think nobody pay me. Nobody pay me nothing. Ọrụ Chineke nke m ka m na-arụ.
Of course.
Most of us in this struggle, they know that we must be giving birth to. It's like Mazi Nnamdi.
If you are not called on this, you cannot do it. If you are not called for whatever you are contributing in IPOB, you will not. You cannot.
Go and check Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prayers.
You cannot.
Go and check some of his prayers. He asked one thing just for him. Tell those people for this struggle. He said he wants them now. And God answered him everything. So what is going on now is there's one church I used to go before. The spiritual music that place, they call it Ije, Agaba. Nobody can stop it. This is the movement of the Dar people. Here Bob Marley sang the music those days. Movement of their people. So what is going on in our place? You see this, let me digest it to this. You see this Bruscom Institute. You know, they normally make some statements. Nigeria, what is going on? You know that their firm have published who Igbo people are, who we are, who these Biafran people are. I heard somebody talking about human rights in our place, our women. We work with them. As of 1929, about women, you know, that time British women cannot vote. How am I going on?
Mazi, he said even vote. You don't even see you see the way Arabs call Arabs in Saudi Arabia treating their women.
You can imagine.
That is the way Britain. That is the way Britain was treating their own. Yes. By that time, our women were in power. We don't discriminate between men and women. That's it.
So, like all these things, now you hear the statement, the same man that made to speak about. Hello? Okay. Let me, because I just digest a little bit. Now, things that is going on, like people, like our leaders have even argued because they say we don't have history. We have history, but they destroy it. But some people keep their own. We know who we are. Now, you see, these our people, our brothers. We say people. These people, we know who they are. But we'll continue. Mark, have you seen the election? I think you have seen what is going on in the election.
That is the election now. That is it. That is election of animal election. That is it.
Let me just keep quiet. I will come and make pronouncement. Continue. Your topic was super this evening. May you bless every one of you, putting your efforts, your strength, everything in this struggle to spread this gospel. Only to Mazi Nnamdi can ever be in a You'll be back. I am a chafo.
There will.
Nothing will happen to you. You say?
There will.
Oh, Biafra.
Almost a Biafra. There will. There will. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on signal.
Yes, I can hear you. Dede Jonathan. Can you hear me, sir?
The whole world is hearing you. Please continue.
Dede Jonathan Jishike. There are friends all over the world who do Dede Dozem. Dede. Enwekwala ihe ọbụla na-eme ngela anya n'azụ forward. life. Jonathan, you say that the kind of said, yeah, PVC is useless. And is it not a clear picture? I say an election. The whole world, my United Nations, you have seen it. I don't remember that clip you played. That man said it clear. Nigerian government is a foreign government to every tribes in this Nigeria. Why not Nigeria? What is our problem, Debo? That's not terrorists. That we are threatening to who? That you are killing me, my land, my own papa land. Then I take it. I can work in school. Jonathan, the whole world will understand that we are their friends. We can do undo to deliver, to exist as a people, and no bastard on this planet Earth, no matter who you are. Now we stand this charge that I put there, and we're doing also. When I Jonathan wash it, I'm going to try to Nnamdi Kanu. And I talk about you. And then take a dozen Judges chapter 10, from verse 1 to end. And the same Judges chapter 11, from verse 1 to end. Then I quit Judges chapter 10, verse 6 and verse 11. It's very important. And that Judges chapter 11, verse 24 on the line. You say what Jephthah told. Because then the Jonathan, and Biafra, listen. Even any day we abandon our Chukwukikabiam and worship another, and after this restoration of Biafra, they will still abandon us and carry us. That's how we do. And the German. And don't get it, but the border is not Abia State. That the chicken does him, and the United Nations hear it. That government they want to go in now, do you stop them? Abia State, all the road in Abania to the Minare, that is our shy when they now 1 minute. Okay, police aga go every month to hire the police but they to collect up their road. But that is not gemera here. That Jonathan ho gemera here. And we are all everywhere size. And let us get our own 3 police killing us in Lagos. And Fulani are waiting to see the way they will kill us in Abuja. And the occasions can squad go to Biafra Yoruba. Somebody want to come and kill you. Can I put the bastard? When it's going on, you let us show you. Makala Yoruba then kai. Okay, money rokaja. Baby. You know, pop that one saying I can do roke pero. I get Fernando na temple. Sit na baby ro na bi. Naka. Nori. Na fo. Na nkuo. Yeah. Oje. Omena no Chukwu Kikaga make a one in
Ndewo Mazi. Udodrege almost Biafra. Yenile zero kenala Biafra. We need everybody is needed. Mandiara Mandishi Dima. All of us are very important. You don't know. We are restoring a nation. It's not maybe a community or a club. No, it's a nation comprised of my criminals. So everybody is important. Do you understand me? Could you remember when people that were old enough to remember Anene and Mondo Sumbo, when they were captured by, I think, Babangida or Abacha during his time, sentenced to death? Gaddafi pleaded for them to be given to him because he understands the importance of people like this. But Nigeria is a one-way traffic. It's a government that is foreign to everybody, and they continue upholding it. For you to see the foolishness of Nigerians. Caller on, I think this will be the last caller. Caller on. What's up? Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Mazi Jonathan, udonke chukukabia madarege.
The kwarage mwachineke.
Azo tego kwa mbilo na chukwogi na phone mana mara mkange suwe bogi maka ebe nno. Afambo Ifeanyi ana mabogi from Enugu Biafran land. udo dịrị onye ọbụla tinyere aka na mkpụrụ onwe anyị n'azụ. Ana m Chukwu karịa maka ọ nọnyere onye ahụ. Na-enyekwa unu more wisdom, ma amamihe, unu wee duru anyị duba n'ala nkwa bụ Biafra. Maka naanị Biafra mgbe anyị gaa na nwere onwe anyị. Nigeria bụ ekayakila. Nwere onye ọbụla nọ na Nigeria nwere ike nweta onwe ya. Abụrụ ma anyị nwetara Biafra anyị na-achọ. Mazi biko, ana m achọ m ijoin this family IPOB dịka kwesị m Enugu wee na-akpọ. Tegokwa nne sendịrị gị meseji.
Ọkwa ya. Ndewo, mana sometimes you will coded the way ịpụta arụgodu na public transport ka ọ bụ na ihe a iwere ọ na Okada ịgbagodo Okada because of it jụọ in a coded way ka ede ndị IPOB a ka otu ochie dị. Udodi, continue sending message. Udodi, I am just teasing you. Udodi, IPOB is always vindicated. That's it. We are always right. Our leader continues saying it. When you continue holding some, don't do this. He said, okay, mayor, you leave him. Go and do. Our people have PVC. I won't get it, but because we know where it will end. Today, I think that intoxication, it has cleared from the eyes of everybody. But the worst part, what I'm baffled. Why I'm baffled is in the next few days, everything you see, they'll say, don't worry, in the next 4 years, it will not be as usual, game as usual, business as usual. We will do it in a different way, don't worry. And you see monkeys, they will, 15 minutes people, they will forget what happened. This thing has been, 1923, Britain rigged the first Nigeria election. They rigged it. Something that is fundamentally flawed, how do you think that you can correct it? A house that was built is bent. The foundation is not good. Now you want to repair the roof or some window or put cement in some of the cracks. You think you are solving the problem? Are you not deceiving yourselves? I'll say, let me take this caller on WhatsApp, on Signal. I say that this would have been the last call, but I just pick you. Please make it sharp. Mazi, can you hear me?
Good.
There, welcome to the program. Caller.
Thank you, Machineke.
There.
Thank you. Machineke, a lot of things have been said, and what I love is that what is happening. It will be an exodus. What happened to the Jewish in Europe is what about to befall on Igbos. And that's the way I say it. I say I'm going to today on Facebook, one idiot, what the channel TV posted, and the people are commenting. And I said, I wrote there, if this is the election and how election is won, then it's better you allow me to go. And you see the Yoruba, they came to attack me. Some Yoruba people, they know what is the one who said, if because of this, that someone only won election in Lagos State, that you want to go back to your Biafra agitation, go ahead and do it so fast. We want to restart. Okay, I said to him, first of all, Biafra agitation have not stopped. Never stopped. But we allowed our people to participate in your election so that they will see how much you people hate them. And today it has been clear to them. So nobody needs to tell them that they are not wanted. Even those, the main party agents,
in Lagos with they don't under Labour Party, they don't allow them to even to get to their polling booth. They are complaining. They talk about Lagos. I heard what Tinubu said yesterday, that those they fed us, and we want to buy the hand that fed us.
Mazi, do you see, Mazi, let me come in there also. Sometimes I cannot understand Nigeria. I'm telling you, how can you, being in any part of the country, you are doing your legitimate business as a citizen? Now that particular city or state is feeding you. I cannot understand. There is this flawed mentality, highly flawed, and they know it. They know it's it's flawed, but they are floating it. You are feeding me. Somebody will come to the capital. Lagos was the administrative capital of Nigeria. Today, Lagos is the economic capital. Because when the capital was removed from Lagos to Abuja, it retained the economic capital, and it's normal. Normally, that place, anybody from any part of not only Nigeria, every part of the world could go there. You have New York, you have capitals of the world everywhere. Even in Rwanda, in Kigali, you cannot say, it is for Tutsis or it is for Hutu. Or it is the capital, for goodness sake. People go there, work, make money because of the congregation of people. And after, they say, we feed you. Mazi, if our people are wise, they would have gone out since yesterday. I'm telling you.
That is the point. Mazi, even here in Italy, sorry, I didn't say my name, that is a great speaking place. Here in Italy, no Italian person will tell me that he feed me. Because every morning I wake up from my house and go to work and come back in the evening. I labor myself to obtain whatever I have. It wasn't given to me free. Now you think when in Nigeria as a whole, nobody has gained anything as a Nigerian. Then you talk of Lagos State to feed Igbos. And where did this nonsense came from? You say your land, I bought it at the highest price. You give me a rent at the highest price and I pay for it. You give me a shop at the highest price and I pay for it. Then I begin to establish my own business in your state. I make my money, you fed me. How do you fed me? So now, you know what bothers me? That over my life, until I die and resurrect again, I will never be a Nigerian. You see, when you watch Animal Geography, my brother, you see sometimes lion is chasing maybe zebra, but the baby zebra couldn't run as fast as. But the lion are not interested about the baby zebra, but they want to eat the main zebra himself. And when zebra run, they look at back and see that their baby one are behind. They turn back again. It makes them to withdraw back from their running. And at the end of the day, the lion will catch the zebra and eat it. This is what I see inside Nigeria. Nigeria are full of ignorant people. They are senseless. And when you are sensible enough, you want to carry someone without sense, you'll be managing yourself and managing the same person. And you get tired because you are trying to bring this person up. And it goes like in the school, you have a friend that is not intelligent. And when teacher come and they talk to you something and left, you begin to lecture that person again because he didn't understand. They are withdrawing you back. Instead of you to keep on studying what you are doing, they are keeping your time and teaching them what teacher have taught them. This is exactly what Nigerians are doing to us. So my dear brother, I am here. I'm calling all fellow Biafrans. Wherever you are, stick on Biafra restoration. The only way out is Biafra restoration. No solution, no alternative. Only Biafra restoration. They lock down every economic railway. Even the Lagos are talking about it's money from the east that built that Lagos.
Of course. Of course.
On top of if money from the East that built that Lagos, apart from the allocation they are sharing, apart from the allocation, the tax being paid in Lagos, they're talking about Lagos are making billions of naira. It is the Igbos. If you remove the Igbos today and remove their business, Lagos will not have even 10,000 naira income in a year. Believe what I said. And now this idiot, they're trying to challenge me on Facebook. I told him, even when I was in the zoo, I had to feed your mother because I give your mother goose credit in order to say to feed you. He didn't respond to me again. So, my dear brother, this is the time we have to wake up. And waking up is to shine your eye to understand that it's time for we to go, no matter whatever they want to do. Thank you, Mazi, and God bless you.
There war. Remain blessed. Caller on WhatsApp, you are the last caller, honestly. Believe you me. Make it as brief as possible. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah, Professor Jonathan, thank you for taking my call.
There war, Mazi. Go on, please.
Yeah, you're speaking to your brother Buzenwido, the scavenger. I'm calling from Afridi Sud. Afridi Sud is South Africa. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience, who set up this radio Biafra, a citadel of knowledge and spirituality to educate us. Mazi, thank you for taking my call, Professor Jonathan. Professor Jonathan, what you talk this evening is clear for us, but what baffles me is how can anybody called indigenous people of Biafra still believe that he can survive in this enclave called Nigeria? Because first of all, you have been hated by all angles, by religious leader, by Christian, by politicians, by everybody. Listen and hear what they have been saying about you. Do you know that all pastors have predicted and lied against the indigenous people of Biafra? The other one said that when Tafa Beloa, or who the Fulani man was dying during the coup, that he caused Igbos that they will not rule Nigeria. That is a pastor who said so. He's also a pastor who now called the Biafras nefarious. He said that Biafras has nefarious character. How can they live with Biafrans who have nefarious character? And this is nefarious, when you started to PCC, it got 49 words. And all these words is abusive word. Abusive word, a chaotic word. The word that when you pieces it into together, anybody around you who is not a Biafra, you'll be scared of the person. Because you already know what he think about you. And I don't know why Biafrans should not start from now to organize themselves immediately. Mazi Jonathan, you know that what makes me give me more problem, more concern, is that this our problem is compiled, even complicated, because of these intellectual and the sophisticated morons. These intellectual and sophisticated morons, you know their problem. They are very lazy. They are lazy, and they are what? They have inferiority complex in them, but they don't know. Because let me tell you why I say that they have inferiority complex and those intellectual, they are lazy. How can you work for a country for 35 good years? You hear the clip playing in Radio Biafra. You talk about what you talk this evening. He said that he know that this is a foreign religion, that this is a foreign politics, this is a foreign, that everything that is a foreign thing, but still yet he is in it. And the
foreign government imposed on us, which is against our indigenous cultures. He know that, but it's for our own peace and trust.
Imagine. Yeah, it's a foreign this thing imposed to us. Even it's foreign to indigenous people.
which means he's destroying he's destroying the indigenous people already. That is what he said. But we must sit on it. We must die with it. And he called himself educated. He called himself professor. That is the problem I'm having with these educated fools, these educated illiterates. These people I call lazy people, and they have inferiority complex. Can you imagine that the clip that is playing here, this man said that he have worked for Nigeria military for 35 good years doing one thing. He have gone so many places. He said he have killed, he's a nationalist, he killed for Nigeria, he have killed so many places. But he didn't talk how many he have killed in Biafra land, because since I was born, I have never heard any general in Nigeria who didn't get the rank of general without killing Biafrans. Without killing Biafrans, you must know that for you to be a general in Nigeria, you might have killed more than 1,000 or 2,000 Biafrans, because that's the only way you can get general. And he said he had been 35 good years, and these 35 good years, he didn't do anything until he came out from the military when he have retired. Because if you want 35 good years, you have to retire. And I decided talking about it. These are the intellectuals we are talking. These are the people who are killing us. These are the people. Mazi, do you know now? You say the election. They are now talking about census. Watch in the next 2 weeks to 1 month, you'll be hearing about census. Can you hear that Nigeria don't know their problem? Nigerians don't know their problem. And the Biafrans, it's worse on the Biafrans, because the religious leader, even where you go and console yourself and say, heaven is my home. I don't need to suffer myself on earth. Heaven is my home. That are the people now who are killing you, who are now using abusive words, derogative words, in order for them to kill you easily. Nefarious is what he called Biafrans. Adeyemi Adojoko Olumide, he accused our leader, he accused everybody, even our lawyer. But I thank God that our lawyer, Barrister Jofo, a man who feared nobody, the only lawyer that will open Nigeria their eyes, the IPOB, were the only people who loved humanity. We are the only people who love humanity. Let me tell you why we have loved humanity. When they wanted to kill Katuola land, we the IPOB is the one that give our DOS, our more powerful, right about it. So many of them, when they wanted to kill even this Tulipu in Biafra land, IPOB started shouting. Emma Powerful made a press release for him to be careful. We are loving people. We are loving people. You cannot say you are feeding us. It's only in Nigeria where they taught English upside down. How can you say you are feeding somebody who came to invest in your country, in their place? Because it's not like a country. Because you are the one now even deporting the Biafrans down to Onisha. You deported Biafra down to Enugu, but still yet you say we must stay in one Nigeria. The Chinese are investors. But we, the Biafrans who left our home, I don't know whether they know what it means for somebody to left his home. What a trust for somebody to left his own hometown and build in another man's town. Build house, do everything. They don't understand. These people are fools. Let me tell you, you all are educated illiterates, intellectuals and morons. Bye. Thank you for taking my call, Professor Jonathan. Biafrans, I love you. IPOB members share my blood.
There were Mazi, and this is where I'm going to switch off the phones because I'm going to closing the program, please. One thing we should know is this. As one of our brothers on Kochimeze said, if you're an IPOB member, a hardcore, a genuine IPOB or the mixer mini, you beat your chest and say, yes, I'm an enlightened one. Yes, I'm a saint. That is it. Because it's not easy. In order to stand the test of time, it's not easy. It's not easy to be blown by different winds and you continue standing. Winds of obedience. They'll tell you, oh, we want to fix Nigeria. And you just keep quiet watching them. Oh, PVC. Just, okay, yeah, PVC we can't, right? In Nigeria. Now is go to court. Is it which court? Hey, Chineke. You know, a fool at 40 is a fool forever. It's right. It's true. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. Sometimes there's something I think. Our people find it difficult to realize that they have been lying, that they have been pursuing shadow. Either they are ashamed or they feel that they are at the point of no return. Because Nigeria is unfixable. Bring which angel as you believe, you call angel Gabriel, which they are not even angels. Bring any angel from anywhere, from any dimension. You come to Nigeria, you will become, you will become a slave like others. Nigeria is unfixable. Like what I played, the man said it. That the government that we are running in Nigeria is foreign to our tradition, to our cultures, every indigenous culture. Now, how do you think that we are, Nigeria, we are going to grow, advance in a foreign tradition, foreign government that is enforced on everybody? You must be one. It doesn't matter, you are killing yourself, you must be one. Look at the police, military, different forces, thugs. They are used in rigging election in a country. You see somewhere, I don't know whether in Delta State or Edo, military boys with gun, they came to scatter the election, snatch polling boxes. But they were resisted and disgraced. Nigerian military official, they were sent order from above. How can you? Where are you going to start? Where are you going to start? If it is a country, if Nigeria is a country, by now you wouldn't be talking. What you'll be hearing is flame everywhere. Revolution. People will come out on the street. Revolutions. Do you see what have been happening in Israel for how many days now? People were protesting against the reform, the judicial reform by Benjamin Netanyahu, the present Israeli prime minister. He wants to make a judicial reform and remove some powers from the judiciary. And the people, because they are one people, because Israel is a country, they came out and said no. For how many days now? Resisting. Said no. You want to ascribe power so that senators or parliament will be controlling the judiciary. They said no. The judiciary must be independent. Why are they able to do that? Because they are in their country. Imagine that they are still in Europe. Can their voice be heard? Who will come out? Come out, they say, these Jewish people, I beg, slaughter them. Do you see? That is what we are suffering in Nigeria. That is what we want, progress. We want advancement as a country, but we cannot achieve it in the Nigerian setting. It is practically impossible because they will call you name Igbo man. You want to dominate. You want to. Why can't our people have sense? Please, if you buy, you should sell everything you have to buy sense, please. In Nigeria, you cannot do nothing to change. You cannot. You love excellence, but they misinterpret it mischievously that you want to dominate. Other people, they came. They were contesting for presidential election. Other tribes, nobody tagged them that, oh, he's a Fulani, oh, this Fulani. Oh, this is Yoruba. No, it's only P2B they targeted. It's Igbo man. Oh, it's for Igbo. They continue selling that. Every time we are on the defensive. No, we are not for Igbo. We are for one Nigeria. This is they continue pushing you. Is a strategy in Nigeria. Is a strategy to keep us down, to keep you down, so that you continue defending, so that even if a P2B win, he will continue proving. They will start saying, hey, no, he's Igbo, oh, so that he continue proving that he's for real Nigeria. He will slaughter his people to make others happy. That is the strategy in Nigeria. That is it. We cannot continue like this, living at peace at our own cost. It's not it's normally a human being. A time reaches in your life, you start thinking, say, no, this shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be like this. Let us stop this selfishness. Oh, because you are living good. Because maybe the position you have or your social status, no person can touch you. You are respected. So for that, everybody is okay. So it is evil and wickedness. You have to be in the shoe of the population that is suffering this discrimination in a country we call our own country. When election comes, Igbos. I saw some non-Igbo, Bini and others, they shall say, but all this Igbo. Is it only Igbo that is a non-Yoruba that is living in Lagos? Because it's too much. Igbo is a tactics in Nigeria in order to keep Igbos down, so that we always be on the defensive, defending, proving that no, it is not our intention. No, we don't want to dominate. No, we want to dominate. And so what? That is why we want our country. Do you think that if Israel has been staying in Europe, that they will be able to control a country, bring their potential, their full potential, as they are doing in Israel today? Do you think so? Any move they wanted to move, Europeans will say, hey, these people, put them at check, we'll be watching them. They want to dominate us. Don't allow them. That is the situation we are in Nigeria today. If we are left alone as a country, I used to ask my father is still alive, what do you think? Had it been we are free as Biafrans, what do you think? How do you think Biafra will be doing? He said, my son, this is a question, we'll be competing with Japan. That is what my father used to tell me. We will be I and Japan gonna now we make competition. That is it. But anytime you want to do it in Nigeria, hey, you want to dominate, they pull you down. Boom. They pull you down. Boom. They spread propaganda. Oh, Igbo this. Oh, Igbo that. Igbo. Is a strategy in order to put us on the defensive all the time, to be lamenting and begging all the time. To hell with lament. As long as Nigeria, they say Nigeria, Lagos is part of Nigeria. As long as people are doing their legitimate business, you stay there, defend yourself. That is it. Gone are the times when lamenting. You will see one useless Ohaneze Ndigbo come and, okay, below abiding state, any Ohaneze or Ndigbo in Lagos that will come and tell you people, no, below abiding citizen is you people that like the blast in Abulado. I still have the tape, the clip. The useless Ohaneze Ndigbo chieftain. It's you people that keep quiet. People that we are mourning, we are victims. They sent him, come. It's here, people. You talk church, you talk too much. Don't provoke them. We are on top of this issue. Ask them, Abulado blast, what have they achieved? I tell you, if you are hearing my voice from in Lagos, any Ohaneze Ndigbo chieftain that come gather, Gather you people are listening to him. Oh, it's Ndibo, this and that. You be law-abiding citizen. We are here. We have been in peace with it. We continue remaining in peace. Do not pity him. These are the serpents we need to remove in our midst, because they are warrant chiefs used by all these our enemies in order to calm everybody down. Don't worry, we are on top of it. We have counted people that lost their goods and in fire. Don't worry, we are on top of it. They will go at the back and collect everything and disappear. You don't see them. Anywhere you see them. All this Ohanese that will come to start talking to you. Don't worry, what happened? We are in charge. Don't worry, please be law-abiding. Do not in my here, but do not be. They have been feeding us, so they give us a handshake across the river. That is how things start. So no, these are the serpents. Suffer not him to live. Because these are the people, these are our problems, our main problems. Agents. Because I know they will send them. You know, I had they say Igbo's papers dealers, they are bringing their distance down. What of the one they want to bring in Enugu since? Tomorrow they will go and meet them, you know. Don't worry, you know, tell your people, bring your account. I'll flush or promise him, bring somebody, he will be one of the ministers or one of the commissioners or one of this and that. I'll say, okay, don't worry, they're my people, and I know how to talk with them. Anyway, we have been guaranteed by the upcoming government, you know, for the peace of the country. One Nigeria, we remain here and make our money. So do not panic. Remember about any person that come either Alaba International Market or should anywhere to talk to us and I'm telling you, enough of all this rubbish. Because we need to be treating these people. No person will be seen. You understand me? When they will be killing us, when they will be doing all this, you know, sabotaging and propaganding, you know, raising up more hatred against us for nothing, you will not see them. You will not see them. You will not see them gather and talk, will be law-abiding, defend you. But after, they will come and try to be talking, you know, I peace-loving people. We should stop this useless mantra. We are peace-loving. Which kind? Peace-loving at our extent, I mean, at our expense? Which kind of peace is that? Chicken love peace too much. That is why always it ends up in the kitchen, in the stew, or in soup. Because chicken love peace. He's a peaceful person or a peaceful animal. Go and catch a lion now. Use him do stew. Because you already made stew. Lion already that is so gaku. We should turn to lions. Please. Enough of all these law-abiding citizens. Every time we are defending. Every time in Nigeria we are defending. We are on air. You any person that tell you you see we are here. My grandma Lagos. Why we run? Finish. What is all this? What is all this? All the time Igbo this is a political ploy all the time. Started by Britain. Because all Britain started Igbo coup. Whereas these people, they want to save Nigeria. Britain tell them, instigated them, hey, you people have to take over power. Look at what is happening in the southwest. It's not the way we want Nigeria to go. So go and take power. Look at what Ahmad Bello is talking. He's a tribal bigot. Britain listed the people to be killed and gave it to these boys. Because of their ignorance, political ignorance, young boys trained as Nigerians now, they went after killing all those people. They say, it's BBC that turned it Igbo coup. It's Igbo coup, military coup. That is what has been going on till today. We cannot continue being on the defensive. All the time. For what? It is time we bring out the lion, the wolf, the bear in us, the jaguar in us, not the chicken. So that I may hear once and for all. Because and any Ohanese chieftain that gather anywhere you see Ohanese chieftain come to talk rubbish to the youths. I'm saying it on air because enough of all this rubbish. When they are killing, how many people they killed? Wasted for nothing. They will not come and want the government to want this and that. They will not come to protect you. But after, in order to take credit that they have tamed these people so that they will not react, they will come. And the buy na Lagos generation again. That is how things used to be done. So that people so every time welcome it every time. No, enough is enough. Thank you for listening. Biafra is our religion, our tradition, our everything, ideology, our identity. Therefore, we must continue in order to make sure that we restore our nation. We have seen everything. Nothing should be told to you again because you have seen it. And that is why we say IPOB has been vindicated. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
The land of the rising sun is a home of the Biafrans. The far of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the Chukwa Biafra. Emeka Unusi Biafra.